get it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the You Know Ball podcast, and we are here for a fan favorite, the annual Unhinged mock draft. This is the fourth one. We got a packed house in here tonight, a whole crew that is very excited to do what we do best here at You Know Ball. So we have returning for, I don't even know how many times you've been on, Parm, but returning for draft season as you always do. We have young Parm in the house. What's going on, Parm?
So thrilled to be here. This is my favorite time of the year, where I get to just watch 7 college basketball games and be like, this guy has no fucking heart. He has the will to win. And then I'm going to get really mad. And then it's going to be like the wrongest any human being has ever been in the history of time. Can't wait.
That's why we do it. We're Mr. Bet on yourself with your takes when it comes to draft time. I've had egg on my face many a time, and I will still keep calling, 19-year-olds busts and calling them frauds and all everything under the sun. So we also have Will in the house. What's going on, Will?
Yeah, how are we doing? Fat Joe said that New York hasn't been like this since 9/11. The city is alive. There's police everywhere. You can't go anywhere without being TSA screened. So, the Knicks making the finals is exactly like 9/11.
We've been saying this.
Yeah.
We've been saying this on the pod. We've been very consistent about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Bill is talking about 9/11 again on the podcast,
Thanks to you, Will.
Yeah,
Shout out to
inspired
Will.
by your post.
That was so great. I can't believe that.
Do you think that Adam Friedland actually saw that you tagged him?
No way. He just brought that up.
Yeah.
No, he did not just bring that up. And he said that was one of his favorite articles. There's no chance he'd ever heard of it before.
There's no chance he
Will
knew about that
to.
unless he also saw our clip from a few years ago where we talked about Bill comparing 9/11 to a movie that was the Vanilla Sky original movie, the movie that inspired Vanilla Sky, which all the comments on those TikToks and Instagrams were just Vanilla Sky came out after 9/11. I'm like, guys, it was the original movie that Bill was talking about. We also have Nick in the house, 2 picks for OKC. They didn't make the finals this year. Boo-hoo. Sam Presti is in the press right now saying that social media is too mean to Shea. How you doing, Nick?
I'm doing all right. I'm here to be Sam Presti's Dick Cheney. We are going to do a hostile invasion of San Antonio.
Let's go.
To take down the terrorist Victor Wembanyama. That's what we're doing tonight.
Presti said that there is another Shea defender, and it's the people on Twitter. And Nick is the Shea defender, so he's
it's true.
He's here to be the SGA defender.
Right.
I'm gonna lay down my life for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's aura and honor.
Yeah, well, you're gonna tap into some Colin Powell flow tonight. So, let's get going into the draft. As I laid down the rules before, we are gonna do trades. You can't trade with yourself, but if there are any teams that we feel like should be trading with each other, I'll moderate those trades. Parm, Will, Sam, and Nick will be the drafters. As always, I'll try to keep things together as best I can.
Dude,
I say before I give Parm the first pick in the Unhinged mock draft, which is really where things start to go off the rails every single year. But I'm excited to see who Parm thinks should be the first pick in the draft, because normally I would say Parm and I are fairly aligned on who should be the first pick in the draft. But this year, I feel like we could get a little bit of a difference of opinion. So, Parm, the first pick in the draft, the Washington Wizards are on the clock. Who do you believe that they should be taking with the first pick in the Unhinged mock draft?
So there's the actual real answer, and then there's the the actual factual answer, which are 2 different players. Because if you're picking the best player available, it's AJ DeBan. So I'm not asking. Come on, but Will, you do have the Jazz pick.
Yes.
He wants to be Mormon so
bad. He wants to be a Mormon so badly.
What are you giving me for the opportunity?
Yeah. Well, I can't give up disgrace Faley.
I was gonna say I knew that's what Parm was angling for here. Yeah. He overpaid for Ace last year in the Unhinged mock draft, and I figured he would be trying to get to send him to Washington, where he should have ended up after the fumbling from Sharif Cooper's father.
I'm trying to think of a nasty one, like where it's like you get two and Ace, and I get like one Trey Johnson and Will Riley.
This is Look, we're already starting. Jamie, our resident Wizards fan, is already turned the pot off and discussed.
No. She'll be happy because she's just doesn't want AJ. She wants Peterson or Boozer. So whatever result ends up with AJ not on the Wizards, she will be happy with, because she thinks he's just DeMar DeRozan 2.0, which yes is slander in her opinion.
For what it's worth, like actually also, if I'm being real, I think the best player that the Wizards can draft for the Wizards is Cam Boozer and not Debansa, even though I think he's the best player available, just because like that guy's that's just gonna work.
So do you care about anyone on the Wizards when you're taking this pick into consideration? Or are you just saying, fuck it, we ball?
Honestly, I would just want like 2 and a future pick, probably.
2 and a future pick, and then Will gets to move up to 1 and get his guy at 1 that he wants.
Yeah, but okay, what extra picks do the Jazz have? Because like
first off, Will, do we know who you're trading up for? Or are you keeping that a secret? I think it's fairly obvious who, if Will is the GM.
Well, like, so like if Will is the GM, I was doing this more as the Mormons, like I'm not a huge AJ guy.
Right.
What extra picks do the Jazz have left? Because they traded.
You have 30 seconds to make this trade happen, or we're moving on.
Okay. We're no trade. AJ's going to spread Mormonism, the 21st century American culture, to the capital.
Then I'm just going to take. I'll just take Mr. Cameron Boozer.
You're taking Cameron Boozer one anyway. The pump fake like AJ in that practice video.
Amazing.
Dwayne Wade.
Amazing.
He almost got away with it.
I actually prefer AJ to Peterson, me personally, but there is the I am being screamed to by the Green Goblin mask to have AJ have a Bo Callahan-esque slide on draft night. But I think
I have a hard time believing he's going to get past 3.
I'm taking AJ. Yeah.
Okay, AJ goes 2. This is so. And by the way, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I do think that Utah is considering all 3 of these guys, and it doesn't seem out of the question that Peterson could end up going 1 to DC. I put it like this, and I do think that Peterson overall is a better prospect than VJ Edgecombe, but I think that his potential in terms of just plugging and playing right away with a team that, like, both of these teams want to go from kind of mid to bad, like very bad with the Wizards, to competing next year. And I do think that he probably is, if you're picking between AJ and Peterson, the one that you want to take for winning next year. And he just makes so much sense for Utah and for the Wizards. But in this scenario, we're going to have Boozer go 1, Debansa go 2.
Yeah, but like, that's a silly... Like, VJ was probably more... VJ and Khan were both more helpful to winning this year than Dylan Harper. But,
sure,
would anybody...
No, the ceiling argument, but that's AJ's whole argument. And by the way, the Ainges are also not just because of the BYU Mormon cult connection. They are going to also think what is the best for long-term upside, because they're not going to care about anyone on their roster if they think that AJ is a future MVP. Like, I've just been saying that over and over again. I really don't think
that if Boozer's available at 2, they should just take... I don't really get why everyone thinks they should take Peterson over Boozer.
I guess it's a lot of people prefer Peterson over Boozer, and then also the positional fit of they get like a defender at the point of attack and someone who can shoot and move off the ball. I personally think Boozer's a better prospect, and I also like his fit on that team.
I think Boozer, Lowry, and JJJ is like an unbelievable fit. Like, I want to see that, like, as a basketball fan. Like, just tell Walker Kessler to piss off.
If you're trying to take down OKC and you're trying to take down the Spurs, the idea of just having a jumbo ball team that they all could shoot, they all have, like, obviously JJJ has the rebounding deficiencies, but Boozer and Lowry are fantastic rebounders. There is some defensive concern for sure. Just, I don't know what Boozer's role is going to be, especially if Lowry Markkanen is also one of the forwards, but the offense would be out of this
Just
fucking
be
world.
big and smart, you know.
It'd be a
Like,
movie.
Go look at the go look at the Grizzlies the year that Jaren won Defensive Player of the Year. They weren't exactly, they just destroyed teams on the boards and then protected the rim. It wasn't exactly like they had unbelievable wing defenders. They were playing like rookie Zaire Williams and like Jake LaRavia. Their wings sucked. That's why they were always trying to get the Knicks guys.
I will say, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It would be very funny if they drafted Peterson and then it was literally just Keontae George and all of these guys who could shoot and have some defensive ability, and then no one that can really dribble a basketball.
Yeah, they have no passing at all.
Yeah, passing.
Peterson is like a really bad passer for a prospect of his status.
I also can't lie. Like about 60% of my decision making going into like Cam Boozer's the best player the Wizards could pick is he would be the only human being on the Washington Wizards that's both under 25 and over 173 pounds.
He needs to increase their average BMI.
I was going to say your BMI maxing right now.
They need someone who is not dangerously thin and will like faint if they stand up too quickly.
Anti-Ozempic Parm. Thank you for being body positive.
Sam's going to take Caleb Wilson over Peterson. I can feel it.
I would love to as the Green Goblin mask. Like I was thinking, is there something fun I could do here, like trading down? I'm just gonna take Peterson. I think this is like a pretty good fit for the like.
I think this is literally what we would do exactly. No, maybe we took Peterson too, Sam.
We did
our mock draft. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, this is so unhinged of us to just do. Although I guess technically this won't happen on draft night, but
I'll save some of my stuff for later when we get.
I was gonna say, who's gonna be the first one that has the balls to make a fucking?
I think we're gonna start goofing around at the 5th pick.
All right, let's go, Nick. Nick, you're on the clock. The Chicago Bulls. We have the Chicago Bulls sports commentator here, calling in to make the pick for the Bulls. On the line, Nick, number one Chicago fan. How you doing?
Yeah, hey there, guys. It's me, the number one Chicago fan, Nick. I'm assuming that's what you were having me do, Trail. You just kind of wanted me to do a Chicago accent. It felt like you were teeing me up for no reason. I mean, this is going to be a pretty boring pick. It's going to be Caleb Wilson. We're just going to do that.
I have so little respect for all of you guys for just going chalk with the top 4 prospects.
Bro, you yelled at us before we started, like, guys, you can't just trade every pick, okay?
You can trade picks. I'm not saying you can't trade picks. You just can't spend 7 minutes trying to determine protections on second-round picks. I did want to see Darius Acup here.
The best podcasting you can do is somebody saying, "Does that work? Can somebody check that? Like, if the gallery will, can we
match in the trade machine? Or
what stands out?
Yeah. Do they have a trade exception that will fit in this $13 million salary that could make it worth it for them? So we went chalk so far. Parm, you're up on the clock at 5. You have the LA Clippers.
Yep.
Are you staying here with the Clippers?
Yes, I am. And I am reaching.
Okay.
Slightly. I think
reach?
It's crazy that he's fallen. Like, I keep seeing him in mocks where he's going as low as like 13th or 14th. And I think that's batshit fucking crazy. I think you can make a legitimate claim that he's the best point guard in the draft. Give me Kingston Flemings.
Wow. Okay. Here's the thing. I thought you were going to go Wagler because I know that you're. I know that you love Wagler. I also think I've flirted with and possibly moved Kingston Flemings to 5th on my board because he just has this combination of athleticism, feel, touch that these guys generally don't fail. Even with the fact that he has the same measurements as a lot of small guards who haven't worked out in the NBA. He also has the same measurements as Steph Curry, which means he will be good. But why do you think Fleming should be the 5th pick here? And I am surprised that he's not even getting any buzz up here, and it just seems like he's going to fall to the end of the lottery.
I think so this is where I reveal my newest form of derangement for this NBA draft season. You might be familiar with the Parm rating.
Yes.
from years past. We are
Yes.
trying a new thing called Gilbert Arenas analytics.
Gilbert
And I shall break it down for you.
Okay.
I've been looking at and I've only really gone crazy with the guards because I think there's so many good ones, and I think you can make a good argument for so many of them. I will go and just pick the matchup where it is Kingston Flemings versus whoever,
right.
Braden Burries, Debansa.
Acuff.
I look at I look at the numbers, and then I watch the game and I see if the numbers match up to the game. Kingston Flemings has been an off night for every single guy that's projected in the top.
Oh no, that scares me because the slander comp that Mateo's had for him is one and done Davion Mitchell.
That is like a legitimate concern of mine, that like that he could go to a situation where they are like, you are Chris Dunn, but you're literally going to a team with Chris Dunn on it.
So he's got his mentor.
Chris Dunn's already there.
He's going to acquire Chris Dunn's skills, which could be good and are also the worst thing that's ever happened to him.
And I just think like that, especially honestly, Kawhi as like a guy who went in as like a humongous, like he's all the way indexed on defense and had to learn how to become an elite offensive player. Like and just in general, the Clippers like kind of have like a pretty serious defensive identity. I just think like that's a really good place for him to go.
Dude,
and like
so what are we
it.
doing with Darius Garland, Parker? Are we trading Darius Garland, or are we keeping him and we're doing the tiniest, most skilled backcourt in the NBA?
I don't hate the idea of having both of them. I also think that's like a lot of grace for Kingston Flemings, because that's another thing that him and Sinak, the biggest question mark to me with both of them is just like Kelvin Sampson is addicted to JoJo Tugler. He is obsessed with JoJo Tugler. He doesn't give his freshmen the volume. So like having Darius Garland, having Kobe Sanders there, even having Chris Dunn there, like that's a lot of guys that you can just throw in if he gets cold without like him.
I didn't expect a Kobe Sanders reference when you're considering the Clippers pick, but that's why we bring Parm here.
I do have a question.
Parm.
I have a question for Parm. Is it a positive or a negative that Kingston Flemings has been doing the draft podcast circuit, that he's like going on no ceilings and shit?
Ben Pfeiffer also had him on.
Yeah. I have a trade proposal.
I like it a lot. Although he hasn't been on Teague.
No, he hasn't. No, he's only going on. Right, he's only been on film podcasts.
He's got to go on the cool ones.
Yeah,
if he goes on the Teague pod, that's 1-1.
Parm.
Yeah, he hasn't been on Michael Porter Jr.'s podcast. Anyway, continue.
Speaking of Michael Porter Jr.'s podcast, more specifically Michael Porter Jr.'s vlog, after that you're done listening to this, go look up the picture that Michael Porter Jr. used for his vlog with the Nets rookies, because he didn't take a picture with them, so he just made an AI slop picture of him and the Nets rookies on a boat. It's so good.
Forgot to take a picture with them, even though they did a whole vacation vlog where you could just do a screenshot and post it. Instead, he said, let's go out of our way to ruin the environment.
He just make an AI one.
Parm, I will trade you for Darius Garland, Claxton, Terrence Mann, and the Nets' worst 2027 first. So probably the Knicks 27 first.
No,
Terrence Mann going back home.
Why you want to do it? Because he has been in the Miles Turner zone for 3.5 years now.
Yeah,
and they need to let him free. So
Terrence Mann, 40 points in an elimination game. You know, you can't get that kind of
Clippers legend.
Will, I want to reframe your thinking here for a second, because I'm also calling you. This is the Golden State Warriors, by the way.
Okay. Who are you calling? Are you calling the Nets?
I'm calling the Nets right now.
Okay.
You're on the clock with pick 6. We have an interest in trading up to 6. We would like you give us Michael Porter Jr., Nick Claxton, and this number 6 overall pick, and you guys can have Steph Curry.
I knew that.
You will be ready to take the city back.
Yeah.
The Knicks will be coming off of the curse here, And this is Steph Curry coming to Brooklyn. It's time to take the city back. There's never been a better
Let's
time
go.
for the Nets to make an aggressive all-in push.
Also considering his business ventures, the Brooklyn Nets make a lot of sense.
The crowds
make
would
a
be
lot
so
of sense.
funny. It would just be like Israeli Americans being so mad at Dayron Sharp for not giving the ball to Steph Curry. That would be so funny. But then why do the Warriors want Michael Porter Jr. and Nick Claxton?
Just because they're the contracts that work. We'd flip them later on. We're in a rebuild here.
I'm gonna decline.
Okay. All right,
As
fair enough.
tantalizing as that
He
trade
said
offer.
no to Steph Curry.
Will said no. Give me Nate Ayman.
I'm low key. No. Do you want to know how disgusting I am? I actually thought, he'd be an interesting guy in the Jordy system. Like Jordy inflation.
The wingflation just bring another guy
pump
into
up
the
his value
wingflation
because
part.
people are a little skeptical of him right now. But if you just give him a little more use.
Okay. By the way, I have been shot dead outside my apartment complex by the Light Years guys on my way out for proposing that trade.
Bro, they killed me too for saying no.
Yeah.
How dare you say that Curry's not worth?
Could you imagine Steph Curry in Zoran's New York going to those zoning meetings at the city council?
Unstoppable force of a football object. Type
So I assume nobody wants to trade up, right? Besides,
No one wants to trade up to
Sam's
6.
Warriors.
I tried to figure out a reason why a trade for 6 to 7 would work, and it would not, and I couldn't get there. So
The
6, 7.
I'm gonna go off the board also, and just I'm gonna take my guy Dalen Swain with the 6th overall pick
Let's go.
go.
because I am
You're
so
leaning fully into the bit.
I am so uninterested in these goddamn Anthony Simons variants. Everyone is just Anthony Simons, and why am I drafting Anthony Simons with the 6th overall pick when I can just trade for Anthony Simons for free? I'll give him my MLE this offseason. I don't give a shit.
So
And Swain is so good. Everyone with Swain's like, I don't know, his 3 looks kind of weird. He takes like the same amount of threes as AJ at a better percentage. Last year, he was less than 1 a game at 25%. This year, 3 per game, 34%. And as the season went on, last 20 games, it was almost 40% at over 3 attempts per game. Like, it's just
okay. Well, when
everything
he was
else is
AJ's
fucking
age, he
him.
literally couldn't shoot at all, and AJ
Bro,
could kind of.
Yeah, but like that doesn't matter. Swain is.
I mean,
Swain
it does
is,
matter a little
No, I know,
bit.
it
The
totally-
shot
it
is
totally-
broken.
It totally matters. But like, I'm just so goddamn sick of just chucking threes. Okay, I want a wing who goes to the basket on my team. Okay, in theory, good complementary skill set with Yegor.
I was going to
That
say,
really
actually,
matters.
his fit with Michael Porter Jr. and all those guys spacing the floor,
Like-
it's not terrible, to
Dude,
be honest.
Jordy had Cam Johnson looking like an all-star as a ball handler.
yeah.
Like, imagine what he could do with like an actually talented young wing ball handler. Be a movie.
Swain's number 5 on my board right now, so I think it's fine.
Like
That's
I know
actually
he's
really
gonna go-
surprising because usually when Sam sees a wing that dribbles, he throws up.
He's
Give
him,
me
man.
fire.
Hey,
Give me liberty. Give me fire. Give me American Tidjon Saloon Carter Bryant, or I retire.
What I was gonna say was that Will's basically basketball. If my basketball ideal was Joel Embiid and 14 guards, ball don't stop style, Will's basketball ideal is literally Dayron Sharp getting 17 offensive rebounds a game.
That's right.
And
Possession maxing.
every player on the Nets just getting steals. You're very Nick Nurse pilled, to be honest
Dude,
with you.
no, my basketball nirvana is the 2015 Hawks. Like that team that got humiliated by LeBron. Like that is my ideal basketball team.
Playmaking
No,
center, two playmaking bigs.
The Nets group chat, like that podcast, The Fifth Factor, and it's the cleaning the glass shit with what is it? Rebounds, turnovers, shooting, and free throws. We're always like, do you think Sean Marks knows what the 4 factors are? Like, probably
Absolutely
not, right?
not. No chance. There's literally no chance. He's drafting guys based on how good they were when they were 15 years old.
Exactly. They have the biggest scouting department in the NBA, and they don't use it.
They literally
just
go to
Who
ESPN's
ranked
high
the
school
highest
rankings
in
from last
November?
year.
Exactly.
Parm,
Tariq Whitehead.
Who was your comp for Dalen Swain, Parm?
Kelly Oubre.
So
He can pass. Like that's what I don't like.
I think, but complimentary. I love Kelly.
Okay.
I was gonna say that's not
I
bad.
love
I know.
this
And
tsunami
that,
I also think
say,
like if you put him, especially like if you put Swain in an environment, the Nets I don't know. I don't know. I question the veracity of Mike, mentorship Mike.
Hey,
but
he's just curious.
You take a guy with Kelly Oubre's brain and you put him on a team with that like isn't the 2016 Wizards as a roster construction, that could be like a really, really good basketball player.
Swain reminds me of Franz and Jimmy, like the high end guys.
Yeah.
It's just very rare for a 20-year-old wing to be able to handle the ball. And I think he's like a pretty good passer already. And like we see guys, and the thing I wanted to say was a lot of Swain skeptics are like, I kind of just think he's Najee Marshall. I love Najee Marshall. I ranked him as like the 81st best player in the NBA in the offseason. So I'm like, that would be a good outcome in my brain. Like Najee Marshall with the 6th overall pick.
I tried to think about it. Who's a recent wing prospect that was a little bit older, that scored inside the arc, that had a really questionable shot, that was good at rebounding and playmaking, and was a demon like floater range post up inside at the rim guy in a recent draft and it was Jaime Jaquez. And I was like, to me,
good.
like Jaime Jaquez, they got him with the 18th pick, I think, in that draft.
Yeah.
If you did a redraft today, I know it's a weak draft and this draft is much stronger, but if you did a redraft of that draft today, Jaime Jaquez is probably like the 7th, 8th pick.
Yeah, he's also a wing. You know, he's a wing who averages like 15, 5, and 5. Like I think he's kind of like he sped run the underrated, overrated, underrated cycle.
Sure. Yeah,
where
definitely.
like everyone got so excited about him his rookie year.
Yeah.
And then he kind of had a bad year too, and everyone's like, oh, he sucks. And I think he's really good. Like I agree.
Jaime Jaquez is probably
the
probably the worst player in the NBA that I've ever said. I'd like to see him with his own team. Just like Jaime Jaquez Cook. Are they going to win 24 games? And is he going to have the emptiest 25 and 10 in the NBA? Probably.
Jerry Stackhouse is coming back.
Yeah. I was like,
I forget what year it is.
I said this. I was like, if I were the Bucks, I'd be trying to get him. Just put up those empty stats on the. He's not going to fit with Giannis and Bam anyway. You might as well.
But yeah, I don't like if I was actually in charge, I'd probably take Mikal Brown. Like I think Jordy could kind of fix, but like I don't know, man. There's also some red flags with him. Like I know
there definitely is.
He's kind of the nerd favorite of the guards, I would say, because of the threes and
it's him or Fleming's,
the shot profile.
Sure. Yeah,
but it's like I don't know, man. He's just when I watch, he's so I feel like he doesn't have a plan a lot of the time.
No, he's very out of control.
Besides just like I want to shoot a lot of threes, which is good.
That's honestly
more than that.
The Kobe White comp makes a lot of sense because Kobe is he never figured out how to play under control, but now he's just the maximized version of himself in the role that he's played with the Hornets in a very small sample of games. Sam, you're up on the clock, 7th pick in the draft. Sacramento Kings. Sam's been on the phone for a while.
Yeah, we've had really troubling things. So obviously we've been very locked into ACUF for this entire cycle, but I'm just getting word. Some old tweets have surfaced. He tweeted that Skillet is actually a bad platform for investment. Eversight, WorkRamp, Jerry AI, and Flex all aren't good tools for those hoping to grow a small business. And
wow,
unfortunately for Vivek Ranadive and
doesn't work.
All of us here at Bow Capital and what we've invested in, like that's not going to cut it. So
I was wondering what Sam was typing earlier. Because everyone else mutes their mic when they type and Sam doesn't.
It's fine. It's fine. It's authentic. It's immersive to what it's like to be in the war room
with the Sacramento Kings specifically.
Yes. Trill, I might need you to take over I need you to take over the Golden State Warriors for a second.
He's gonna trade Curry to the Kings.
No, that's not true. No. We're trading Jimmy Butler to the Kings.
Okay. Finally, Jimmy Butler comes to Sacramento.
We'd like to get your number 11 pick and Brandon Podziemski in the door, and we will take the injured Jimmy Butler and give you the ammo for one last Steph Curry run by passing over, solving your center problem by giving you Domantas Sabonis, and also giving you a little bit more offensive juice with Malik Monk. Problem solved.
So hold on. I'm not. There's no 6th pick involved here. This is literally just Sabonis.
No. Yeah,
you're giving up a lottery pick for Sabonis.
and Monk. Hold on, and Monk, and we're taking injured Jimmy Butler.
Wow.
Malik Monk is such a
I'm
good...
very tempted. I'm very tempted just because I want to see. I feel like spiritually, Brandon Podziemski was born to play on the Sacramento Kings a little bit, especially because he's somehow the worst player in the NBA according to TikTok and Instagram, even though he's like a perfectly capable player. What a franchise! What a perfect franchise to go to in the Sacramento Kings to just kind of go be irrelevant and put up points. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to pass on this one. I don't really want to have Sabonis, even though I do think that many people have brought up he is now an asset under these new lottery rules. He helps you be mid.
He gets you to 33 and 49, no problem.
Right, yeah. And we actually, like, I do think that they're, obviously the Warriors were big about culture here, and I think having Sabonis and Draymond in the same locker room would be really interesting in that regard. Might get us out of the Draymond Green contract a little bit early because he does have a player option this offseason. But unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to pass on this one. We're moving past the Steph Curry era. We're rebuilding for the future around our franchise player, Brandon Podziemski. So thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. But I think
Ohtani.
All right, we're taking Mikal Brown Jr.
Okay. So the Sacramento Kings are passing on Darius Acuff. This is
shot.
This is how you know it's because it's the unhinged mock draft.
Because the Skillet, Eversight, Work Ramp, Jerry AI, and Flex are very important financial partners. We can't have somebody who's disrespected the hundreds upon dozens of customers that all of those platforms bring in to our company. So
absolutely, and I completely understand why you would not want to upset your shareholders. And Mikal Brown Jr. has never posted anything about any companies in the Silicon Valley negatively. So I think that he'll be a really good fit. And one of the things that I like about Mikal Brown Jr. that I learned recently is that his dad was calling Darren Peterson a scrub ass bitch, and that said that his son is better than him. Might have been exaggerating a little bit on the exact words, but he was saying he was a better player. Which, look, if you're gonna have star upside, having a psycho father, it's usually I mean, look, we heard Jamal Murray's dad used to lock him outside during Canadian winters and make him sleep in a tent so that he, got better at basketball. That's the kind of things we're looking for when we're drafting a player in 2026.
Big Purr's dad has been in the news before, and his son's about to win Finals MVP.
There you go.
Very important.
We're maxing.
You either have to be an overly supportive father or, a borderline abusive father. Anyway, continue with the draft here. And we have Nick on the board with the Atlanta Hawks. Nick, who are we thinking here? You got the best available right now. Darius Acuff, Keaton Wagler, Yaxel Lendenberg. This is the no ceilings board. Braden Burries, LeBaron Philon. Who do we think the Atlanta Hawks will be taking with the 8th pick in the draft?
Well, I honestly, so Sam has the other Atlanta pick at 23.
I do. Yes.
I need Sam to take over. I'm going to make the 8th pick if it's the Atlanta pick.
Okay.
I need Sam to take over negotiating duties real quick.
Okay.
Because I have a trade proposal.
Okay.
This is Sam Presti calling.
Ooh.
Sam's best friend.
My best
friend.
Hello,
Mr. Sala. How are you? I want the 8th pick.
Okay.
And I want a future pick as well. And I want Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And I'm also willing to take on the Jonathan Kuminga contract. And
isn't that a team option?
You
yeah, it's a team option. But you still got to match salary.
Yeah, you got to match salary.
Pick it up for the trade.
And you get the pleasure of having Chet Holmgren on your roster.
Chet in Atlanta. Think about the potential here. Chet at Magic City. Chet with future Migos.
Walk me, because I'm actually considering this. Walk me through the proposal. It's Chet and Kuminga, and then the picks involved are
Chet, Kuminga, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The 8th
You're
pick,
giving up 8 and Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
You're giving up 8 Kuminga, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and a 2029 first-round pick.
A 2029 first-round pick. Okay,
I would totally do that as
but
the
we're
Hawks.
getting 12.
No, you're not getting 12. You're not getting 17.
No, he wants 8, 12, and 17.
I'm getting 8,
You just
12,
get Chet.
17.
No,
I would
no,
totally,
no.
I would totally do that.
No, I need some picks. Nickeil's a little steep. I'm interested if you can give me 12 back, we might be talking. Can you give me 12
can't do
back?
it.
Okay,
Can't do it. No.
That would be a
Unfortunately,
comical
Pressy drives a
price
hard
to
bargain.
move up 4 spots in the draft.
Yeah,
No.
I was gonna say. Also, I do just want to point out here. I know the angle that you're trying to get at here, Nick. You're trying to get Shea's cousin in the house, which is the pitch on being like, we can let Dort walk in free agency and let Chet go on via trade if we bring in your cousin Nickeil Alexander-Walker
No.
to play with you, right?
Wait, Nick.
Well, no, that's not the thing. Chet came to us and he said, I need to represent my people in a black city. He
Okay,
said,
fair.
I need to get to Atlanta.
Yes,
Okay,
that's very fair.
that's
Yeah,
a horrible
it is
trade
a-
for the Thunder. Sam not doing that is insane.
What do you mean?
Like, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I'm just like, it clearly just had a over his head shooting season.
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm giving
got
up
exposed pretty hard in the playoffs.
Is a pretty good pick in this draft.
okay, like I know Chet like
Jonathan?
shit his pants. He's still like a 23-year-old top 20
he's a
player.
really good player, but I don't. Would you trade like all that for Derek White? Like Chet's Derek White. Like
except like infinitely more valuable positionally and 10 years younger.
I
Look,
don't know if
this
this
is-
is more positionally more valuable. I don't know about
Look,
that.
as
He
as
does fit
Presti
very well with
T-
this Atlanta team.
Chet hasn't even started his second contract.
Yeah, that's bad. He's cheap.
Will's making all the points that I made about Ben Simmons after the Hawks series in 2021. I'm like, he's fine. He's fine. I'm assuming that Chet isn't gonna, go off the deep end and become a professional fisher, but
Well,
you never know. You get him to a city like Atlanta, and that is dangerous.
Well,
He could see what Jack Harlow does.
This is part of the pitch because you're putting Chet in witness protection. You're sending him away from his bully, Wemby, into the Eastern Conference where he has to see him twice a year and he can sit him down. And I do think he would be like a better thing. I feel like I value the 8th pick quite a bit in this draft. I think that there's a lot of really good players on the board.
Sam,
right
can I
here.
pitch you on something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Quinn Snyder poked out of his gourd, screaming at Chet Holmgren.
It does sound amazing.
It's
That sounds
it's a
amazing.
blizzard forecast in Cobb County tonight.
You know what? We haven't had anything to do. You know what? Let's do it. Let's call it in.
Let's call it in. Let's go.
Let's call
We're
it
doing
in,
it.
yeah.
We're doing it just for the content's sake.
For the
All right, hold on.
content. Yeah.
Let me go through here and find the trade partner, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Mhm.
Chet, they're only allowing me to trade picks on here, so we're only trading this to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I have the thing here and it works. So
Okay, we're just gonna do the 37th pick so that it works for just straight up here. That means that you're on the clock, Nick.
Yes. Can I be honest? That I did not expect this trade to go through at all, and I had like a bunch of other Chet trades. I have
I kind of like
4
his fit
Chet
in Atlanta.
trades written down.
Okay, read them right now before you make the
Yeah,
pick because I want to
yeah.
hear your Chet trade ideas.
Okay, my other one, pretty normal. It's Chet for Trey Murphy and Sadiq Bey straight up.
Okay.
I mean, I would do that
Yeah.
if I were New Orleans. You're never getting a player as good as Chet in New Orleans.
Yeah, no, and you have to. I mean, the Thunder have to save money.
It's a little
Sure.
disrespectful to Hunter
Yeah,
Dickinson.
the Brooklyn Nets will be calling Sam Presti.
You do have to consider Carlo and Hunter Dickinson when you're trading for
Yeah.
because you're if you acquire a white center, you have to waive another white center. Those
I
are
feel
the
like
rules.
Chet would be all right backing up Carlo.
Yeah, he'd be
Fun
fine.
guy. Yeah.
He'd be a fun, a good locker room guy off the bench. Anyway, Nick.
I had Chet Holmgren for Draymond Green, Moses Moody, and the 11th pick.
Draymond Green,
Which-
Moses. That's really selling low.
Are
on Chet.
people this down on Chet? Like
I'm this down on Chet.
If I was a Warriors fan, like I would drive Draymond myself to Oklahoma.
Yeah, are you kidding me,
Like,
dude?
dude, Chet and Curry. Like that's your like Lacob was so obsessed with the 2 timelines. That's your 2 timelines move right there. Like that's your Kawhi.
I'm this down on Chet. I'll say that.
Yeah, I kind of
Calling
agree
him
with-
Kawhi is a bit much, but
Yeah.
Bro,
Chet's
Kawhi
very
like
good.
missed 2 free throws to lose his team the championship at Chet's age. He did.
I don't. Yeah,
did a
but
lot
he
more
was
than-
not. He was also playing great defense on LeBron fucking James in those things. He wasn't getting annihilated by Wemby.
Prime LeBron James, by the way, the greatest we've ever seen, maybe. Anyway, continue.
And then this was my favorite because I was gonna tee it up like this. I was gonna say, we in Oklahoma City had our top pick, American white boy, shit his pants in the postseason. His shot left him. His offensive juice left him. And fortunately, we have an Eastern Conference counterpart, the Charlotte Hornets. We want Con Knippel, Grant Williams, and Josh Green to solve each other's problems.
Oh, I'm Charlotte, right? Yeah. No, definitely not.
I was gonna say
I was willing to do all the other ones until you got the one from the team I control.
I was gonna say I was thinking like to go from Draymond Green, Moses Moody, and the 11th pick to the greatest rookie shooter in the history of the NBA.
Hold on. Pause. I would consider a package around Brandon Miller for Chet as the Hornets.
And by the way, I would have said yes to that because I was going to anticipate that back.
You were like, yes,
gonna
we'll
be
do
like-
that one too.
I was going to be like, I'm going to say
Awful.
Con, you're going to say Brandon Miller, and I'm just going to say yes to that.
Nick is literally doing that famous tweet from, I believe it was an OKC fan. Spreadsheets are bullshit. Impact stats are bullshit. Metrics, it's all about who's a bitch and who isn't a bitch. And after that series, you're like, give me literally anyone with dog in them. You're basically having the reaction that I had after the Sixers lost to the Hawks. But when the Sixers lost to the Hawks, instead of going, we need I basically came to the conclusion that we just needed stupid players that would just go crazy Tyler Hero and D'Angelo Russell style.
Like if you are a relatively new Unoball fan, I cannot recommend enough going back and listening to the episode Trill did after the Hawks series.
It is one of my favorite episodes to revisit, even though the audio quality is complete dog shit.
He's just like, I hate this whole team. They're all smart. We need a bunch of morons. Get me D'Angelo Russell on my desk by Monday.
If you need a dipshit player, can I interest you in Chet Holmgren? All right, that guy would get confused by Flip-O-Rama in Captain Underpants.
Nick, if you want to do a killer for Chet trade, I am.
He does love
interested
picture
in it.
books. Who's? Well, we already made the Chet trade, so you're on the clock, Nick.
Give me Yaxel Lendeborg. Done.
You take
Let's
Yaxel with the
go.
pick. Let's go.
Amazing.
Well,
So-
they got to
Thunder?
advance their timeline by trading Chet and getting Yaxel. They got
Who's older than Chet, by the way.
Yeah.
But
So
the
literally,
window is open right now. You can't do cute shit. Like,
It's really
hold on.
yeah.
So you have Yaxel. Parm is in distress right now. He's covering his face. He's very upset.
I just got really terrible news.
What?
Masai watched Yaxel Lenderberg fall off the board, and he is currently en route to the hospital. They're saying he's not going to make it. He's going to die of a broken heart. He just doesn't have the will to go on anymore.
It is really such a Masai. If honestly, the fact that he's 24 is the only reason I think that Masai wouldn't do this. But the wing with a 7'3" wingspan that can play beside Cooper Flag for the next decade, they've been saying they want Braden Burries.
Point guard.
What's that?
He's fuck it.
Point Yaxel.
Najee Marshall do it.
Masai is, he saw how underutilized OG and Pascal were around a power forward franchise player and was like, let's do it again, baby.
He said, in 5 years from now, when I can trade this guy for the next version of RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickly, we're going to do it. So, all right. That does mean that Parm is on the clock.
Yep.
Parm, your guy's on the board here. Number one, best available.
Not for nothing, as a mentorship truther, as denoted by my Kingston Fleming's pick, what a more perfect mentor for young Sheldon Clay Thompson then Klay Thompson himself. Give me Keaton Wagler.
I thought you were going to say D'Angelo Russell.
I was going to say, they got rid of D'Angelo Russell, unfortunately.
Oh, right. He was in the AD trade.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was going to say, but next D'Lo just dropped. D'Lo, if he looked like a Bitmoji, just dropped. Keaton Wagler is here, folks. I actually really like his fit with Dallas. I'm not a big fan of him in general, but if he's going to work, it's probably going to be on that team. By the way, I don't know if you guys have seen the leaks out there from Rich Paul. He's kind of been on his bullshit recently. They're basically saying Burries to the Mavericks is like it's not just a mock draft thing, that like I don't know if Rich Paul's just trying to boost his stock or whatever, but he also made me fall to my knees when I saw that he linked one Koa Pete to the Sixers.
Oh,
Potentially.
no.
That Brett Siegel reported today that he's trying to make that happen.
Sure, I'm not gonna lie. I was doing research for this today, and by
Mhm.
research I mean like looking at guys' stats and stuff. I assumed this whole process time that Koa Pete was like a junior or a senior. The way
No,
you
he's a
talked about
freshman.
him. Yeah, he was born in 2007.
No. He's very young.
Like-
The one of the best stats about Koa Pete is his date of birth in Jaden Springer style. But
he's not that bad.
My
I
favorite thing
can't
about
do it.
Koa Pete is that he went to the combine and everyone went, all right, pal, you probably like want to go back to Arizona and learn how to shoot a little bit. And he just went, no, just take me 37th. See if I give a fuck. Go ahead.
It is very funny that there are two, which by the way, if we traded into the second and got him in the second, I'd be totally fine with that.
Yeah,
All right.
It is very funny to me that there are two. I wouldn't even say Koa Pete is in the point forward mode, more Joshua Jefferson more so.
Mhm.
There are two players who have multiple family members that were in the NFL as offensive linemen in Joshua Jefferson and Koa Pete in the 20s, projected to go in the Sixers range. But the difference I will say is that Koa Pete's brother was a legitimate Pro Bowler. Andres Pete, I think his name was, for the Saints. That to me, you got the pedigree in your blood. That's pretty special right there. But I'll say this much, just to give Koa Pete a little bit of, he was good his freshman year as a college player. Nothing he did offensively makes me feel like it's going to translate, and he cannot shoot to save his life. And I'm just like, if we're going to take a player who can't shoot, I would prefer it be someone that can play some minutes at the 5. And he's like small forward size. Like he's big, he's jacked, but he's small forward, like a small power forward.
He also kind of plays like a WNBA player.
A little bit. He's like very post-bound kind of inside the arc. Yeah. So
I'm on the clock at 10, right, Trill?
Yeah.
All right, I'm calling you, Trill. What? No?
Not
Parm,
10. Not 10. You're on the clock at 9. I'm 10.
I thought Parm. Oh, but Parm didn't make his pick. I thought.
No, I took Keaton.
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. You're 10.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm going crazy. Never
So
mind.
I'm 10. Okay, so Trill, I'm calling you as Raphael Stone.
okay.
I will give you Mr. Antetokounmpo, and I will give you Mr. Antetokounmpo,
Okay.
and the 10th overall pick,
Okay.
and I want Amen Thompson, Reed,
Bye-bye.
both Suns picks.
I have no, if I'm the Rockets, I've thought about this for a while. I literally used to want to have Giannis on this team, but I just don't. I
Just
don't
get
think the
normal
Rockets
guards.
I don't think the Rockets are good enough to make the trade. And like, if they're trading Amen, like, what does my future look like if I
Yeah.
don't win the championship this year?
I kind of think that all of their assets are stocked down except Amen.
Yeah, like I was gonna say like Şengün's at the low point of his
They're a
value.
very weird team.
Yeah, like yeah,
Like,
I'm not
they
doing
feel
it.
worse than they
unfortunately.
are. Like
The situation feels really bad right now. Like a year ago, it felt amazing because they had all this upside and all these possibilities, and then they just had this like kind of weird vibes
Amon's
here.
apparently gonna get a max, which I'd be like, oh.
I'm
the
fine.
baby max,
I'm
so
fine
it's
giving
probably
him the
fine.
first. I would definitely give Amen the first max.
But
Yeah, for sure.
them and to a lesser extent Orlando, like, would it kill them to just get some normal guards? Like,
No, apparently it would. It would
like-
kill Ime Udoka to have a normal guard on his basketball team. He's
'Cause,
never
like-
had one.
because like I know the calculator rats all think like if they just played Reed Shepherd 40 minutes a game, he would be Steph Curry. But it's like he can't really dribble the ball.
Yeah, he's a combo guard that's 6 foot.
Like the fact that he can't dribble is what lost them game 3. Like me and you were on the stream, so we were like, oh, if they put a big guy on Reed, he's gonna turn it over.
Yep, and he instantly did, and it cost him. And also, like, look, like the stock shit is cute, like the deflections, like he can carve out a role for himself in the NBA. He cannot stay in front of literally anyone.
I think he'll be like DiVincenzo.
Sure, fair. That's and that's like, if your expectations for him are in that mold, then that's like a perfectly worthy player to have under. But if you think that he's gonna, you put him up to shoot 23s a game, and you're gonna be a starting point guard, I don't see it right now. And I think he's just really, really far away from being an impactful two-way playoff player. But also the Rockets were a mess last year. It's really hard. Honestly, the only player I came out of feeling better about after this season was Jabari. Everyone else I came out of this team and I was like, they're all kind of losers.
I think Jabari is a playoff riser. I think he's sort of in the Mathurin RJ Barrett mold where like over the course of 82, you probably don't want him taking those bullshit elbow jumpers.
Sure.
But in the playoffs, when like shit's in the mud, you kind of need guys who can do that.
Yeah, I mean, this is just what getting Kevin Durant does to your team.
Yeah. So, anyways, the Bucks are saying, "Fuck it, we ball," and taking Darius Acuff.
Let's go. The Bucks are taking new Stephon Marbury.
We have no talent outside of Ryan Rollins, who I think is sneaky, really underrated. I think he's really good, but he's a big guard who can defend. Like I actually really like their fit together.
I wouldn't say he's a big guard, but he could probably play some 2 minutes. Yeah, I mean, he's got a long wingspan, strong.
Yeah,
he's like 6'2", isn't he?
Oh, well, he has a 6'10" wingspan and is strong.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know he has long arms. Yeah, he's good. He's just a good player. We don't care about being bad.
And like we're probably going to trade Giannis, and so like let's at least be fun bad,
Yeah, exactly.
And Acuff and Rollins I'd rather have that than
also you might get the 13th pick. Parm is up at 13. I'm just saying that could be on there.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate though.
I'm thinking about a little bit of Giannis for Whitnall High School's finest.
Who's Whitnall High School?
Mr. Basketball, Wisconsin himself.
Yeah, Tyler Hero.
Homecoming. Then we're gonna have. We're putting Tyler Hero at the 3. He's starting at the 3 for the Bucks.
Hey, the Knicks are playing like McBride, Alvarado, and Shamet all at the same time in the NBA Finals.
No, I was told small guards should be killed. I was told they all should be shot and killed.
No, because you can get good guards on like the league minimum and in salary dumps.
Are those good guards? Deuce McBride's good.
Respect him.
Oh, first off, Shamet is now like a small forward somehow, even though he's a point guard in college. It's weird. But I don't know. To me, I think we've just gone a little bit too far with the absolutes when it comes to this. Jared McCain sucked for half of the Western Conference Finals. He also swung 2 games in the Western Conference Finals, just like the large majority of role players in the NBA.
So I'm only anti-small guard in the draft because the point is there's so many good guards that there's always good guards available on the scrap heap. So why?
I didn't know that Daryl Morey was going to be on the stream.
But
he only
has good guards that gives them away. Like he had Isaiah Joe, he had McCain, he had Matt. Like
stop.
Speaking of giving away good guards, the Warriors are on the clock. Who's in charge of the Orlando Magic?
No,
they don't have a pick, so I guess it's me.
The Kiwi is calling Dunleavy.
Okay,
we will take Jimmy Butler's contract and give you our worst 2027 first. So let's just call it the Knicks 27 first and give you Michael Porter Jr. for the 11th pick.
I mean, you absolutely should do that.
Yeah, I think we should do that. I was trying to go the other way. I was going to try to trade Steph Curry for Anthony Black and Paolo Banchero and then some first. But no, we're going to do that. That's a good deal.
We're trading the greatest player in the history of our franchise for Paolo Banchero, probably at the low point of his trade value, and Anthony Black, who's a nice player.
Who needs to get paid.
Yeah.
Okay, so I now have the 11th pick.
Okay, so we're trading this to
unbelievable. To the Nets.
All right, we're trading this to the Nets. So I can't believe we're allowing Sean Marks to have more draft picks. I feel like that should not be allowed.
Well, yeah, he would take Nate Ahmed, but I will not be doing that.
All right, we're just gonna do you're losing 33, even though we're not doing this.
I was gonna use that in future trades, Trill. Come on.
So the Nets are on the clock.
Yep.
And they will be selecting.
Yeah, I didn't actually think about this until I got the pick.
Who did you say the first time?
Actual Nets process, by the way. So, I like this from Will.
I just wanted the dopamine hit of getting another lottery pick.
Sean Marks is literally in the green room last year, like, we have another fucking pick. What the fuck?
No, that's what we were all mad at. Like, why would they already had 19, 26, and 27, and they were like, we can get 22. Let's go.
Give me another swing, baby. Drake Powell, come on down.
Fuck it. We're gonna take Mara. I think Jordy with the passing bigs is pretty legit.
I like it. This is a very calculated rat draft, but I respect it.
Demon, Danny, and a Diamara.
No, we're gonna be salary dumping the Flatbush 5 later in the offseason.
Salary 5.
That's what they call them. I'm not kidding.
I had not heard about that. That's incredible.
All right, Nick, you're back on the clock. A second pick for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Who has Vince Rosman decided that he likes in this draft?
Well, we've got Jonathan Kuminga now.
You got to consider that.
Alexander Walker now.
Yep.
We've got Yaxel Lendeborg,
playoff riser, and Nickeil Alexander Walker.
And we lost Chet.
Yeah.
So we have no more Chet. So
I need a white boy.
He's not the next player on my board, but he's the second next player on my board, and it's Sam Presti. He has to take a white boy.
Sure.
And he's tall, and he's going to fit the Chet spot. So give me Hannes Steinbach.
Oh, let's go. Hannes Steinbach.
People are so split on him. I kind of get the defensive. Like, the defense is pretty bad.
It is bad, but I've said this before. It's like, it's weird because I feel better. There are a few guys like this where I actually feel better about their traditional center stuff, where like he can switch and like move his feet pretty well, and he's like actually pretty agile. But I don't feel good about him being like an anchor and like having him hang around the rim. And then you're just like, okay, once again, every time we see this with like a skilled offensive big, it's like, oh yeah, all you have to do is have like Jason Tatum or OG Anunoby to make this work. And it never does because you can't get those guys.
I feel like I just got tricked by Filipowski and to a lesser extent Wolf.
Sure.
I worry a little bit he is of that mold.
That's fair. But
he's younger and more explosive than those guys.
Yeah, I think he's considerably more mobile than those guys, but they're also fairly fluid for their size. So let's get who's up on the clock now?
Parm with Miami.
You guessed it. It's your boy.
It's your boy. Your boy Parm.
I have something that you guys might not be aware of.
Can we call you Parm Riley for this pick?
Please do.
Doesn't make any sense. He's awake.
7 years ago, the Miami basketball Heat took the best guard in the 2019 NBA draft.
That's
with the
objectively true.
Pick. We are going to do it again.
Oh, let's go.
Give me Christian Anderson.
Let's go.
I thought it was going to be LeBaron Philon, and I am so much happier that you took Christian Anderson.
I am so pilled on him. I actually, for real, and you can't convince me otherwise, think he is significantly better than Darren Peterson. He is like the best guard in this draft, if not close.
I love that you're like, Darren Peterson couldn't get to the rim. Give me Christian Anderson.
He is a beast. He is so good. He does it all.
Does it concern you that he looks like a child escaped onto a college basketball court?
No, because he is a man for the Deutschland national team. He is going to take the helm from Dennis Schroeder.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And lead them into EuroLeague, Eurobasket glory.
You got to consider that when you're drafting. So you're saying no thank you to Giannis. We're taking Christian Anderson. We're saying you're doing the Colin Coward. We're good.
We can talk Giannis at a later date. I'm not passing up the opportunity in front of me to get the next Chris Paul.
You're doing the reverse Bobby Mark, because Bobby Mark said that they drafted Derek Favors over DeMarcus Cousins because they thought he'd have more trade value. And he like wasn't even saying like, "Oh, that was dumb." He was like, "Well, that makes sense." When you have the second pick, you got to think, how's his trade value going to look in 6 months?
You weren't there for 2010. The Derek Favors hype was real.
Dude, I was. That's the first NBA season I ever watched like more than like a few games, and I didn't really know how the lottery worked, so I kind of just thought the Nets got John Wall. I was like,
right,
because
it's the NFL. Yeah,
Like,
I remember thinking that as a kid too.
So I was like, wait, what the fuck? We only have like a 20% chance? Are you kidding? I was so pissed.
So was he the second pick, Derek Favors?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No. Your boy Turner was 2, right? And
We had the second pick.
That's
because
my bad. I said
the guys I wanted in that draft were, because I was such a casual at the time. I just was like, give me Boogie Cousins or Gordon Hayward because they were demons in the tournament. And by the way, tournament scouting never fails. has never failed once.
Never gone bad.
Okay,
once.
so
both would have been better picks. Although I did like Evan Turner because he also balled out in the Big Ten tournament.
Unhinged mock draft time. I need you to take over as John Horst.
First off, we love to compete. We love we love drafting here in Milwaukee. That's what we're best at.
So we will give you a lottery pick and an elite young wing in Brandon Miller and for Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo. And we will give you the
14th pick and Brandon Miller.
The 14th pick and Brandon Miller and the Dallas pick that we have.
Is this not literally a better offer than the Miami Heat?
It's 100% a better offer.
Like Brandon Miller's better than Tyler Hero.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care about Khalil Ware. And it's the 13th pick versus the 14th pick.
Yeah.
I literally would do that if I was Milwaukee.
No, I'll give you the Dallas pick that we have too.
That's what I'm saying. And you give me the Dallas pick. I like the odds of the Dallas pick for next year. It's top 2 protected.
That's a decent chance that's a lottery pick.
Let's do it.
Okay.
By the way, who's the Portland GM, by the way?
Is it still Cronin?
Oh, they don't have a pick. They don't have a pick.
So it's you.
Someone needs to be Joe Cronin or Dundon.
Okay, I have my Joe Cronin cap on.
Hey,
I'm Dundon. I'll be Dundon.
Hey,
yeah.
Are
you the Miami Heat? You have to tell me if you're the Miami Heat.
This is why I'm calling you. I knew you would be interested in this. I just want to let you know we might have a deal done here for Brandon Miller that would also make it so that Giannis doesn't go to the Heat. He's going to go to Charlotte. So what we're saying is,
hold on, I'm getting fired real quick.
Yeah, this call is long distance. I'm not paying for that.
Yeah. Okay, the security is about to throw me out, but finish up what you're saying really quickly.
Yeah. So we have Brandon Miller. You have our future draft picks.
Hey, Mike, no, that's my cup. Before you go to Dallas, put that back, please. Sorry.
Real quick.
Yeah.
We have you have, I believe, I don't know how many future picks of ours you have, but you have a lot of them.
They have 1 pick and 2 swaps.
We have 1 pick and 2 swaps. We will give you a future star wing in Brandon Miller. All we ask for, God damn, they don't even have anything I want. Never mind.
But like,
we'll just say Brandon Miller.
Like being earnest for a second. Is trading for your own picks back even that interesting anymore? Because like the value of tanking
really.
is not.
Yeah.
No,
like it's not that good anymore.
Yeah, no, it might have saved John Horst, honestly.
Yeah. We're taking Giannis is on the Hornets. What a movie.
So Giannis on the Hornets, the Giannis and Khan, all of Milwaukee is just over the moon rooting for this conservative duo in Charlotte.
Like Grant and Josh Green.
It doesn't. The salary is Grant, Josh Green, Brandon Miller, and who cares?
That's like 40 right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can make the salary work. I'm doing this for
the
Brandon
Bucks
Miller.
The Bucks can have intriguing young prospect to John Saloon as well. Who
sneakily
makes a lot of money.
The next Usman Jang, many are saying. Who is going to revive his career with the Milwaukee Bucks. So we're on the clock here then? That means that I get to make the selection.
Yeah, you the Bucks have now.
I'm taking the greatest player. Oh, but wait, hold on. Didn't we already do a trade earlier for Giannis? Hold on. Wait, no.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Who did the Bucks take the first time? I forget.
The Bucks took Akef. So they make up and Phylon.
We're taking Phylon too. Fuck it.
Okay.
And LeBaron Phylon, who, in my opinion, it has been. I have the Green Goblin mask screaming at me with Phylon, where like he's probably just a 6 man, but I had like everything in my watch 2 of this guy's games and tell me that he's not the greatest player you've ever seen in your
Somebody
life.
told me he has the same weight as SGA pre-draft, and I was like,
dude, he is literally my favorite player to watch in this whole draft. I genuinely form into Gilbert Arenas ball don't stop hybrid watching LeBaron Philon play basketball. Like, he is one of the most entertaining players. So we have Acuff, Ryan Rollins. We're building all cards. Brandon Miller.
Bring back Cam Thomas.
Miller. You also have to have all 3 of Josh Green, Grant Williams, and Tidjon Salon, because that's the only way to make the salary work.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. We are saving basketball in Milwaukee. We honestly, that is better than what they're going to get for Giannis. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Acuff, Philon, AJ Green, and Josh Green and Miles Turner is an OKC in the Western Conference Finals lineup. That's 4 guards and a center.
Let's go. Let's get it. All right. So now we're at 15, right? The Bulls are on the clock, I believe.
That's a tough one for the Bulls. That I need Philon. I like Philon.
Trill, I need you to take over the Sacramento Kings for me.
Oh, no.
Gladly.
Okay. Do not trade for Josh Giddey, Trill. Do not do it.
How now? I would never do that. I would never try to trade Josh Giddey to the Kings. That's like crazy. I'm of course trying to trade Gosh Giddey for DeMar DeRozan.
He's coming back. Right. You got to guarantee his contract.
All we're asking is the 34th pick of the draft this year.
By the way, I'm pretty sure this would put the Bulls or the Kings into the second apron.
I don't think so.
It's close.
No, they have apron space. It's only 7 or point.
Are you sure that's taking into account DeMar's full salary?
I was gonna say
DeMar only has like a partial guarantee.
Yeah, it's only a partial guarantee for next year. They can waive him and get under the aprons. But I'm just telling you,
the Bulls.
I don't care about the Bulls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Bulls have a ton of cap space.
We're talking about the Kings here. The Kings
save money.
But they have Keegan Murray, Sabonis. Okay, fair. All right, technically they save money, but they don't have to pay DeMar DeRozan his salary. Is what I'm saying.
If you want to
Sabonis, oh my god, bro.
dude, look at their contracts. It is fucking amazing.
Okay, if you also
why did they get DeAndre Hunter?
I was gonna say we could also do it for DeAndre Hunter if you'd rather do that.
So
I would actually kind of. I think I'd probably do that if I was the King. Hunter for Giddey.
Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball, dude. Fuck it. I can't do it on here, but we're doing Giddey and the 38th pick was it? 34th pick for Giddey, basically.
Because Giddey is also like Sabonis. His value has gone up with the new lottery odds.
Let's go, baby. We're gonna have the mid is selling in Sacramento. I can't even remember who we took with our pick. Who did they take? Who did the Kings take? I don't even remember.
We took Mikal Brown Jr.
Oh, okay. So Giddey and Mikal Brown Jr. Hell of a fit. Yeah. Fuck it, we ball.
So Sam, now you have DeAndre Hunter, Matas, and Caleb Wilson.
So
having the full Pokemon, the half Pokemon evolution of Patrick Williams and DeAndre Hunter is pretty special. What was that? Continue.
Can you scroll up? I'm trying to remember who's on the board here. So we got
Braden Burries, Morez Johnson, and it's like you got Corey's on the board still a little bit down here.
Man, you guys, wow. You took a lot of the guys have. I feel like at this point we kind of have to take. Actually, scroll down a little bit more. Let me see. I got Kobe.
I just said they have your guy, a Corey.
We do have a Corey. I don't think. You know what?
Tater's still on here.
Screw back up to the top. Yeah. Let's take. You know what?
Why are you thinking about this so much? It's not the Bulls are basically in rebuild mode.
I know, but I want to get someone good with like high upside. So like I don't really want to take like Braden Burries at all.
You just traded away Josh Giddey, so you need a point guard. So
we don't need a point guard.
You wouldn't take a Corey here? Why would you not take a Corey?
I'll take a Corey here, but let me just say that
Cameron Carr.
I honestly, I was kind of checked out while you were drafting Philon because I was building this trade. I was really doing it for Philon, but we'll do it for Corey too.
No, Philon and the Philon and Acuff backcourt is going to change lives with Brandon Miller at the.
They're going to sign Cam Thomas back too as a mentor to those guys.
Let's go. Let's go. Abuka Corey, 15th pick in the draft. Sneaky high upside pick here at 15 for the Bulls.
Yeah.
So that means that is this the Grizzlies?
The
Grizzlies.
Grizzlies. And
This is
Trill, I'm
Parm.
gonna have you be because I am both. I'm gonna have you be the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, I love to be Tim Connolly, who is just over the moon about the potential to trade up, and there are no small guards left, unfortunately.
Well, that's great because we have a former All-Star small guard who has had some comparisons to Derrick Rose, and he's available for I believe the money works if I can get a little Nas, a little Jaden McDaniels, and then maybe the maybe that nice 28th overall pick.
I'll be passing on this. I will counter my offer. Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and you give me the 16th pick, and I'll take John Morant's contract. John Morant. How do you feel about that?
It's a little steep.
It's a little steep. All right, let's throw out the 16th pick and just say. Let's just say Achilles Dante. We're taking the Karl Anthony Towns package.
Is
Ja
and Joan Berenger.
I'm gonna need Nas in Memphis.
Okay, all right. Let's look at the rest of the roster for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Can I briefly say the history of Ja trades during the Unhinged mock draft?
Yeah.
Last year, Peter got Ja Morant in Utah for Lauri Markkanen and the 5th overall pick, and now we're talking about the Ja Morant salary dump.
To be clear, I would have never done that.
I feel like 1 year ago we knew. Like it was 2 to 3 years ago. It would kind of be more extreme.
Immediately as Trill was putting it in, he goes, "This is the worst trade I've ever seen."
Incredible. So Ja Morant my final offer is Ja Morant for Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, unless there's someone on your roster that you would like to give up for Naz Reid that is not Ja Morant.
No, I'm not going to be able to do that, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to drive a hard bargain here, and remain with our guys.
In which case, I think I'm just gonna have to do it. I think I'm just gonna have to do it.
Okay, you already took Darren Peterson.
It's gonna have to be a little Merez.
As
much as I want him to be a Sixer in real life, I think that's.
I don't even think he's gonna make it to 16. In real life,
because I think that would do miracles on the city of Memphis.
Yeah, no, Merez would be a great pick at 16. I agree with Will. I do think he's going to end up going lottery just because he destroyed the combine.
I bet Presti takes him at 12 if they don't trade out of 12.
I think of my principle of like 3 guys on a college team can't all be good in the NBA, which, by the way, validated Common Malawak pooping himself.
I was gonna say. Barb said this on the stream last year, and we were like, "Who's the one that's gonna suck on this Duke team?" So far, it's been Malawak. Flag and Khan were good, and Malawak was bad.
I kind of think it might be Mara, might be the poopy one.
I will say
is my guy. I think he's really good. I think of the 3, if one's gonna not be crazy, like Merez is so good.
Merez's offense is just not good.
Merez's offense is not good. I do agree with that. It has a long way to go. I will say this is one of the worst big drafts I can ever remember in my entire life.
Yep. If Merez is a 5, he's not that interesting. I feel like he has to be a 4 to be an interesting prospect.
Sure. Yeah, I know. I mean, he's kind of in that Isaiah Stewart mold. I was going to say
the playoffs. They had to stop playing him. Got benched for B-ball Paul. I mean, so did Duran, but that was a different thing.
I will say, I know it's a very small sample of minutes, but it was very interesting that he kind of destroyed when those two were off the court, and Mara struggled a little bit when Yaxel didn't play. I'm just pointing it out, but also big play is a lot of the times is dependent on good guards and wings just to set up their offense, which Mara's going to need in the NBA, in addition to, being a rim protector and a playmaker with the ball a little bit. So, all right, that means that the Thunder are up for their third pick. They already took Yaxel Lendenberg, and they already took Hannes Steinbach. So there's another white guy on the board.
Loki completely changed their team. They have Nikhil Alexander Walker now and Kuminga.
They're deep. They're deep, and yeah.
Well, I mean, I was expecting to do something insane, but I did not expect Braden Burries to still be on the board for the Thunder at 17. So, I mean, I've got my big, I've got my forward, and I've got my guard in this draft. Give me Braden Burries.
Can I make an inquiry? Can I make an inquiry to the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Yeah.
What is Thomas Sorber to you? What is the relationship like to Thomas Sorber at this time?
I mean,
do you have him blocked on your phone? Like, does he allowed in the practice facility?
He absolutely is allowed in the practice facility because he does all the dental work for the whole team.
I was going to say, were you creeped out by the adult braces at all?
No. Absolutely not. I think adult braces are endearing. Topic had them as well.
I don't even remember him being on their bench. Like, I remember them showing Topic on the bench a lot. Like,
if we need to make this a three-way deal, we, the Boston Celtics, have room for Nikola Topic on our thing. Like, you guys are running out of roster spots. Like, it's fine. We have a massive traded player exception. You guys could get a Topic player exception that could be really helpful down the line here.
What are you giving to me for Nikola Topic?
Let's see. How about
$7 million in apron space?
Yeah. Also, Ron Harper Jr. Wow, what a player!
Game 7 starter.
Started a playoff game.
Yeah, Franklin Lake's finest, Ron Harper Jr.
Yeah.
You need a Harper. You guys got out Harpered, and that's why you lost. You need a Harper for.
You need to throw a Harper at another Harper. Who he knows, and no one knows Dylan better than his brother.
Ron outplayed him when they played the Spurs. Go look it up. I'm just gonna put that out there.
So you're offering me the better Harper for Nikola Topic?
Yes.
No deal. Nikola Topic is a demon. He needs cancer. I mean, that's the hardest thing a human being can do.
I'm speaking from experience. He's a demon. By the way, real quick, I want to say if I think who they would take here, because you have to consider Oklahoma City only takes players that they know will not be able to play, because that is just like, you have to be like a Mormon who's going on a missionary trip or something. Bennett Sturts might be someone that you would consider for something like that. Richie Saunders in the second round.
They should trade up for Mikal Brown and just sit him out all year at the back.
There you go. Sit him out with the Quaintians was who I was thinking here, where you could just be his knee's fucked up. We're going to draft Quaintians, check replacement.
There are a couple of guys who feel more thundery in terms of like, this is the kind of bullshit that Presti does. Jaden Quaintance is one of them. The guy I was preparing to take was Luigi Swigo.
Yup. He is the Yang. If there's a Hanson Yang of this draft, it's him.
It's him. Yes, for sure. The Italian Wemby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also, it would be a really good bit to draft Luigi and then never play him, and then have
free Luigi,
have fan sides show up to the game with the free Luigi sides. I think that would be a good bit.
The 18th pick, the Charlotte Hornets are here. This pick is available.
Yeah. You're trading both because you got Giannis.
Yeah.
We didn't even get. I liked it. We did that trade. And we didn't even consider taking the 18th pick as well. You're like, nah, forget it. I don't want Tyler Hero, so just give me Brandon Miller.
Trill. Do you want to amend the trade and have Miles Bridges and Miles Turner be in it also?
No.
Boo, you suck.
No. Okay. Well, I actually, do I want to do that? Oh, wait. Oh, I'm trading.
Miles Turner.
I'm the Bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, no, never mind. No, I'm good. I can get something better than Miles Bridges for Miles Turner.
It's the NASA trade
down. Of course. I figured that was implied.
I'd rather take Jakob Poeltl's contract in the 19th pick for Miles Turner or something.
Yeah,
Maybe a future.
So nobody wants to trade for this pick.
I think everyone's over trading for picks. We're at pick 18. The board is a little bit thinner right now.
Do you
want to see who's available?
Yeah, can you scroll a little bit?
Yeah, so we got Jaden Quaintians, Bennett Sturts, Kareem Lopez, Nate Ament, Cole Pete, Cam Carr, Amari Allen went back to college, Senak, Isaiah Evans, my guy Joshua Jefferson, Tars Reed, Malik Thomas, Alan Graves, the Calc Rat specialist.
You know what? This is really tough. I'm making a group mad no matter which one. Can you scroll back up a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck it. I'm gonna take Joshua Jefferson.
Let's go.
Make Trill mad.
No, I'm happy with that.
Because I feel like now that I have Con, LaMelo, and Giannis, I just need connectors.
Yeah.
And
no, you just got the best 4-5 on the Charlotte Hornets with Giannis.
Guys who fill in the gaps. I also was thinking about Graves. But I think he's just too slow because I think we want to play really fast with LaMelo and Giannis.
So draft Joshua Jefferson, who's famously fast. Anyway,
well, I think he's faster than Graves. Graves is.
I don't know. I love Joshua Jefferson, but he's if you look at their combine stats, I bet you they're very similar.
Him with Con.
Yeah. Okay. I don't say it. All I will say is Jefferson feels less of a gimmick. Like
he's a good basketball player. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas, like, I think I'm kind of just always gonna fade the guy who plays like 850 minutes. And the Calc Rats are like, well, look at the rate stats. It's like, so that worked one time in 2015 with Devin Booker and has never worked since.
So Presti, not other Sam Vecini has talked about how, like, he's been, I think Graves, and I think the No Ceilings guys talked about this a little bit too, about how Graves has been preparing to, like, play in the NBA for a while. And, like, he sat out last year and, like, was, like, really wanted to go for this draft. I think it was Vecini talked about this. And I was thinking, like, do you think that he just got, like, intel from someone and was, like, literally just farm offensive rebounds and steals and blocks? And, like, there will be an analytics team out there that takes you in the top 20.
He's a bench player at a mid-major. Like,
it's crazy because I can't ever think of this happening before.
And, like, I thought in that tournament game, they played Kentucky, right?
Yeah, he almost had the game-winning shot until.
No, I know he made that 1-3, but I thought he was like not very impressive.
His defense was pretty rough.
Yeah,
what's that?
Like, I'm not gonna. I watched like 4 games.
I think the Con pairing for Jefferson is like to me the only basketball team in the NBA that Josh Jefferson isn't just George Niang. Like it's like the only one that it'll ever work. Where like his game will actually work.
Dribble handoffs. I mean, you're starting.
How much was just Momcilovic?
A potential Giannis, Con, LaMelo. I mean, the defense is going to be pretty shaky, but Con, LaMelo, Joshua Jefferson, Giannis. In terms of,
we have Musa and Giannis. We're going to be demons.
Let's go. Never letting the other team get an offensive rebound or a defensive rebound ever again.
And then we have like the best shooters ever on the perimeter. We are gonna win 70 games.
All right, let's go. We got the 19th pick in the draft. The Toronto Raptors are now up on the board. By the way, wait, really? Again? Are we just every time we do a mock draft, we're just gonna take Nate Ahmed for them?
No, don't do it to me. Don't do it. I had a whole bit I was ready to run.
No, yeah, but is Sturts not like the easiest pick ever here?
Sturts is very obviously the guy they should take.
I'm taking Nate Ahmed. I'm sorry. Like
you're ruining Parm's bit.
Okay, fine. We won't ruin Parm's bit, but
I kind of want to see Parm's bit.
I think he's picking for the Sixers, so I'm very scared.
No, I'm picking for the Sixers.
The next pick on the board is the San Antonio Spurs, who just had ethical basketball be ruined by Victor Wembanyama elbowing Naz Reid in the neck. And what better way to fully transition into just your villain era as basketball team by drafting the greatest foul shot grifter in NBA history?
Just generally throws his body towards the rim. That's kind of the.
Yeah, just runs up and just dumps it up there.
Dude, so this is pretty niche because nobody watches the Nets, but Noah Clowney is terrible, but draws a ton of fouls, like kind of an inexplicable amount of fouls for how much he has the ball.
Ricky Council flow.
Me and Lucas Kaplan's theory is that he's so physically weak that like he gets pushed off his spot, so it always looks like he's being fouled.
This is
we're like, yeah, that's what we were saying, and we were like, dude, like that's what the Nets want. They were like, we want you to chuck threes and be so weak that it looks like you're getting fouled.
This
So
is
we're gonna
also
steal
Keaton
free
Wagler,
throws.
though. This is also why I'm a little bit afraid of him. Is that like he takes contact, but he's just so small compared to the defenders that he's going to go up against that like I don't think he's going to be drawing fouls at the same rate he was in college. But he will have the ball a lot more, so he'll have chances to prove that he can do that. So we're going Nate Ament to the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs, man. The Ament conversation.
Thinking,
What's that?
The other bit guy on my board for the San Antonio Spurs is they tend to attract a decidedly millennial NBA audience.
Okay.
So what better way to treat your millennial fans than to draft Chris Wyatt Sinak Jr. from the University of Houston?
Why is that a millennial favorite? Because Wyatt Sinak, the old
Yeah,
comedian?
because you guys just love the Daily Show clips.
From
Yeah,
10 years ago.
Yeah, from 15 years ago.
I know, Trill, you kind of agree with this. Sinak, the worst fucking player I've ever seen.
Dude,
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry.
Like,
I
he
genuinely
is
am like,
awful.
what am I missing, dude?
I've been going back because the only college basketball team I watch more than a few times a year is Michigan. I've just been going back and looking up Michigan players' block rates and finding the funniest guys who have higher block percentages than Sinak. It's and then you watch the stats are bad, and somehow when you watch the games, it's even worse. His own coach says he sucks. It's like, yeah, he might be pretty good in 3 years.
5 years.
5. Not even his rookie contract.
It is this kind of prospect is always one that I'm a little bit shy of just drafting in general. But I always get really scared whenever you hear the best thing about a person is how they're a really hard worker and a nice kid.
Motor.
And I'm like,
Welcome back, JT Thor.
I'm just like, if I'm spending a top 20 pick in the draft on a player, I want them to have like legitimate basketball skills besides just being tall and athletic and being able to get rebounds. And that's the thing with him where I'm just like, I don't really know what I'm missing here. And Houston is another team that just has a lot of games available. Like you can go watch them on YouTube. And if he's not hitting pull-up jumpers,
he took like twice as many mid-rangers as shots at the rim. How is
I was
that
gonna say,
fucking possible?
You're 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. Like, and like they have a pick and roll playmaker in Kingston Flemings. Like, I don't know. And once again, they do play double bigs. I get some of the pitch, but like I do not get it. I would not take him in the top 20. I would not take him in the first round. But yeah. So 21st pick, we have the Pistons are up on
this
the
is an
clock.
easy pick if you ask me.
That's me right here. I've got a couple of options, but first I want to talk to the Utah Jazz. Can I talk to the Utah Jazz really quickly? Will?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Any interest in getting some value for Lauri Markkanen?
Oh, well, I did just take so I just took AJ. What is your offer?
My offer is this pick, a 2028 top 8 protected first.
Oh wow, top 8 protected.
A 2030 top 8 protected first. Duncan Robinson, Isaiah Stewart, Karis LeVert to make the salary work.
So basically like the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade.
Kind of the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade.
But you already know this is the 21st pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no, because there's not a single pick there that has really meaningful upside to me.
Okay, what about top 4? If I change those to top 4.
And it's 28 and 2030.
28, 2030, and the 21st pick.
And then then my team is AJ, Walker Kessler, Jaren Jackson,
and Keontae George.
I mean, that team kind of makes sense.
It does kind of make sense in theory.
But I feel like they just traded for I'm arguing with myself and myself as the Jazz.
We're replenishing. We're doing the opposite side of the win now trade we just made.
Yeah, because like I feel like they must have traded for Jaren with the idea of playing him and Lowry together.
Absolutely.
Right? Like there's no but
the rebounding.
But I also hate the idea of paying over $100 million a year for two guys who have less assists per game than Michael Porter Jr.
If you took Boozer, I would be like, I actually think you should probably do this trade.
Yeah.
If you took AJ, it's a little bit.
Yeah, and I kind of.
Boston Celtics have a counteroffer for the Pistons.
Okay, what's the Celtics offer?
This is for the Pistons though. We would like to offer.
Yeah, I'm gonna decline. It's interesting though.
So we would like to offer a swap of Sam Hauser for Karis LeVert, and then we swap our first round picks. So we're basically sending Sam Hauser for Karis LeVert to jump up 6 picks, go from 27 to 21.
I would absolutely do that if I were the Pistons.
I'm going to consider that, but first I want to make another call.
Okay.
I want to talk to the Los Angeles Clippers. Parm, can I talk to the Clippers?
No.
Certainly.
You're under investigation. Keep in mind.
Yeah, you're under investigation. You know, maybe this might help you out a little bit. We might be taking on some heat. We want Kawhi.
Yeah.
We want Kawhi Leonard.
Ooh.
And we're willing to give up a version of the Lowry package. So Duncan Robinson, Isaiah Stewart, Karis LeVert, pick 21, and the 2028 top 4 protected first round pick.
Would you throw Bobby in there for the love?
Wait, hold on. Is Bobby Clement even still on the team? Hold on.
I think he is. I think he's got a. I think he. I actually.
Yeah,
no, he
he's
probably
still
There he
here.
is. Boom.
Does he have an option this year? Is that
I have
what
no
he has,
idea.
like,
I have
He's
not
got
been.
2 years left on his deal.
I have not been keeping up with the Bobby Clintman contract status.
Who the fuck is Tolu Smith?
First off, respect him. Second off, I have no idea.
Chad Lanzer? Who is that?
Okay.
No, they cut him. He's on there. Well, I guess.
Yeah, I think they waived him. Yeah, because I remember
yeah.
thinking that was a KOC special.
Yeah.
The answer is fucking sure. Yeah, take Bobby Clintman. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
He's not on the team. I think
Demon Dennis then.
Demon Dennis Jenkins.
Yeah, Demon.
No, you don't get Dennis.
I like that every
Such a
time that
big
Nick has to
step
trade
up.
every time that Nick has traded a rotation player that isn't Chet Holmgren, he's like, I draw the line at Dennis Jenkins for Kawhi Leonard.
Dennis Jenkins is not on a max contract. I want to keep him around. He's our AJ Mitchell.
Wait, so it was Red Velvet,
Duncan?
Kevin Herter, and Duncan Robinson is the beef of the.
Well, Kevin Herter's a free agent.
No,
Karis
it's
LeVert.
Duncan Robinson.
And Karis LeVert.
It's
But they're expiring.
Duncan Robinson,
Robinson,
Isaiah
Karis
Stewart,
LeVert.
Karis LeVert.
Plus 2 firsts for Kawhi.
You know
Plus two
what?
firsts.
Yeah.
At least make him give you Ron Holland.
Let's-
Oh, he already said
Yeah,
that.
We're doing it.
Get
Yeah,
Marcus
yeah.
Sasser. What are you doing?
Oh, true. I mean, true. Yeah, I probably should. They probably
Yeah.
should actually trade him too, because he's lost his job to Demon Dennis.
Yeah, so you want Marcus Sasser in the trade, or it's no
Yeah,
deal?
throw him in there.
Does the money still work?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, he's like a minimum.
I don't
guy.
know. It's
He
close.
makes $2 million.
Yeah, and the Clippers could just send back
He makes
one
5.
of their fake minimum guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, he goes up this year.
Yeah, no, he's making
Okay,
he's making
so-
the big bucks.
So
Throw in
it's-
Sasser.
okay, so now the Clippers have this pick then?
Yeah,
They traded
hold on.
Kawhi
Okay.
Leonard to the Pistons.
Okay, hold on. No. Before the Clippers make the pick.
Oh, come on.
Hold on. What about fuck Derek Jones? That Brooke Lopez? We could really use Brooke Lopez. How about Sam Hauser for Brooke Lopez in that pick?
Who does Sam? Sam wants Quaintance. That's what this is.
For Hauser, I don't necessarily think that's the play.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
we're trading.
the Clippers
we're trading
just
this
got
pick.
Duncan Robinson. They don't need Sam Hauser.
However, Trill,
That's
I would like you to be Leon Rose for me.
I don't
Hey,
even
how's
know
it
who
go-
has this pick anymore.
Parm,
The Clippers
Parm,
do.
Parm.
The
It's Leon Rose here. I know you're supposed
You're a
to
white
be.
man.
Yeah.
I would like-
Hey, hold on. Before you continue, I just want to say we are very happy to host the president who is going to be here at the game tonight. I want it on the record that the New York Knicks approve of everything that Donald Trump has ever done, and including any trips that he's taken abroad in his personal life, anything that he has done as president. I just wanted to get that on the record. Anyway, continue.
Leon Rose, great guy.
I would
Sounds-
like to
Thought he was a black guy.
The
Make a
sphere,
proposal.
beautiful.
a trade back for me, a trade up for the Knicks. I noticed that you have
Sure.
Mitchell Robinson expiring, and you probably don't want to pay him.
He's a free agent. Unfortunately, we can't do this trade on draft.
No,
night.
I don't. No, I don't want to trade for
Oh.
the biggest chud in the NBA.
He's saying you
I
can
want
trade
to
up and get a replacement.
I want you to trade up. I want the Knicks to trade up for this pick.
Yeah, we definitely don't
And
want to
then
get rid of
maybe
Mitchell
give us-
Robinson. We want to
give
make
us
the president
the,
feel comfortable. Anyway,
yeah.
continue.
Get us maybe a trade. Like we'll trade back to the Knicks pick at 24, and like I don't know, an additional future selection.
All right,
It can be
hold on.
protected beyond belief. I don't.
Wait, hold on. So reread this trade to me. What are you saying?
Knicks trade up
3
for
spots?
the Clippers pick
Okay.
to ensure Jaden Quaintance
No,
as
we're
the
good.
Mitchell Robinson replacement.
We're not giving up anything other than the 25th pick to move up to 21 if we're moving up 4 spots.
To
I mean, the Knicks have
guarantee
31, 24 and 31 for 21. That sounds about right. I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Is that
seem
it?
like- yeah.
I'll
works
do
for me.
that. I'll
Yeah,
do that
that
because we're
works
not
for me.
even drafting the second round. So fuck it. So we're trading this pick again, and it is going to the Knicks for 24 and 31. That's fair.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
fair.
take Mr. Jaden Quaintance.
You're not drafting now, aren't the Knicks drafting?
I am the Knicks.
Okay,
you're-
wait, but
you've
before you do
taken
that,
over
Parm,
the team.
Sam Hauser. Sam Hauser would
Shut
really
the fuck
help.
up about Sam Hauser.
He would be a great Nick. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I will say if you want to do the 22nd pick, I don't know who's running. I think Will's running.
I'm the Sixers. The Patriots are in control.
If the board breaks this way, I would absolutely trade. The board is not going to break this way, but if the board is breaking this way,
The problem is the Sixers don't have a contract for Sam Hauser. They go from,
we can take him into our MLE.
No, you can't. It's $2 million too small. I thought of that.
What?
It's like 0.2. It's like $200,000 too small to take on Sam Hauser.
He makes more than the MLE.
Yeah, it's.
No, he makes like 12 a year.
10.6.
The MLE is like 15 now.
And he has
Yeah. When was the
10.8.
last time you checked what the MLE is, Sam? MLE
know,
is like
it's-
$14 million.
Do you guys have access to the full MLE?
Yeah, if we let Quentin Grimes and Kelly Oubre walk, we would.
Oh, that's why it's not showing up. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, but say you don't want to do that
But
anymore, right? Because
I was gonna
is gone.
And also, I know Will wants
No,
to
I'll
make
do
a
it.
pick that's going to infuriate me.
No, I want to do it.
Wait, so
I-
you want to trade up to? Wait, so what pick are you at? 27.
No, I don't want to trade up. If I'm giving you Sam Hauser, because I actually kind of liked Karis LeVert.
No, I'm
for
not
the-
giving you a first round
So-
pick for Sam Hauser.
You
Okay,
want
fair
Karis LeVert on the Celtics? Have you ever watched Karis LeVert play basketball?
Dude, we have no rim pressure.
He
So,
scored
like,
53 points in
sure.
Boston Guard.
That is true. He did score 53
It's the
points.
only time I've ever been there.
LeVert,
I can never go
the
back.
Karis LeVert wheel would go crazy for us.
Wait, yes, I thought you were saying you wanted to use Sam Hauser to trade up into the first round. Like
I did,
Sam
but
Hauser's
I
not
kind
worth
of
a
liked
first round
Karis LeVert. Now
He
I don't
wanted
want
LeVert.
anything for the Sixers. I'm not just giving away Sam Hauser for free. It's a 40%.
So I'm not a big Cam Carr guy, but
Crazy.
like
At this
I'm
point in the draft.
I like that's because like I see boards where he's like going 10th overall.
Yeah, that's insane.
You know, like
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna take Cam Carr here, 22nd for this.
Let's go. Who's basically just
Yep.
can you turn into Sam Hauser, but a lighter
Yeah, but
version.
but also with some Grimes who will now be gone. Like
Yeah.
the
He
That's-
is very
that-
Quentin Grimes
that's
quoted.
and the
that is
Sixers
rather-
run a lot,
Yeah.
and he'll
Yeah.
be great in transition.
Yep.
I did really want to take Graves though to piss off the Sixer fans.
So, well, the latest. I want to get Parm's opinion on this player in a second. Not Cam Carr, but the latest guy that the Discord is obsessed with is Malik Thomas, and I'm like, did we really just trade Jared McCain for another off-ball shooting guard that's gonna fucking like? Can we stop doing? I know we just took Cam Carr, but Cam Carr at least has a 7'1" wingspan and can block shots. Like, I can't keep doing the thing where we're just drafting guards that don't play make and like are off-ball guards mainly and are shooters.
Well, Trill, can I ask you? What do you think about adult braces?
Does he have adult braces?
You fucking bet. You fucking
Okay,
bet.
well then I'm in. I think adult braces is actually kind of aura, and I actually think that means that he's going to be a demon. I take back all of my Malik Thomas
Yeah,
skepticism.
I don't know. I see the adult braces, and I'm like, Dennis Rodman did really grow 8 inches at age 27 or whatever the fuck he was doing. Anything's possible.
Does, does, does Kareem Lopez get drafted in the top 30 in this draft?
I'm going to be honest with you. Every time I hear someone talk about Kareem Lopez on a draft podcast, I'm like, everyone hates this guy. I
No one
feel
likes
like
him.
I've never heard.
Like his fans are like, he might be like a bench player. His
Why is
highlights
he
are in
predicted
slow
to go with
motion.
the 60th pick in the draft?
His highlights are in slow motion. Everything
you
is so
think-
slow.
Do you think that Graves, Jefferson, and Kareem Lopez all had their stock boosted because they play in slow motion and Cam Boozer's in this draft, and he's the top pick? Like they're kind of all just like shittier versions of
There's
Cam
way
Boozer,
too many
right?
guys getting Kyle Anderson comps in this draft, and it's like,
That's
guys,
not good.
I can't love all of you this much. I love Kyle Anderson. I can't.
Yeah. There can only be one There can only be one Chinese Kyle Anderson, and that is Kyle Anderson. So all right. So now it is
The Hawks, right?
the Hawks. Who has the
Sam.
second Hawks
It's
pick?
me.
Sam?
Oh, it's me. Again. Yeah, we're taking Malik Thomas here.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
So Sam proves me wrong. He's all in on Malik. They do need shooting, right?
They need shooting. They need a guard. Like we have Chet Holmgren on our team. Like we've made our
Sam, why are you tweeting at me right now?
Fine.
We're on a podcast. together.
You're reading the tweet, so you're just as guilty as I am. I'd like to point that out.
Most Sam Sheehan YKB moment of all time.
I made the pick. I made a great pick. I'm sorry for multitasking all the time.
Sam is literally like, I worked all day, then I came and did this podcast, and I made a great pick at 23. Every NBA GM should make $100,000 a year instead of 25 million. Like
Absolutely.
this
I will
is
do it.
cake.
I will do it for $80,000 a year. I will be an NBA GM for $80,000. Where's the Portland guy? What's his name? Dondon?
Sam's taking Cronin's job.
You do a better job.
Yeah. Let me in. Deal me in, big dog.
I really don't think that you could give out worse contracts than him.
Their books are always so funny.
They're always funny because it's like they're like competitive now and like they have some good players, but seemingly like everyone's like they should trade for Giannis, and then I actually am like I don't hate the idea of them trading for Giannis, but then people are like, but none of the players on the team make sense if you're trading for Giannis. Like they have a big who doesn't shoot, then they have a bunch of not like Chumani Kamara is the only player on that team that really makes sense with Giannis. Like, do they have anyone
Even
who's
he is,
actually
like,
good?
Kind of a PJ Tucker who sort of made Giannis's life a lot more difficult when he was on the Bucks.
True, fair. Yeah. So, all right. So this is the Pistons now. Parm is traded down.
I thought it was the Clippers. I think it's the Clippers.
We traded the pick again.
No, because the Pistons had the 21st pick, and then I
Oh.
traded it to the Clippers, and then the Clippers traded it to the Knicks.
It fucked up.
Yeah.
It didn't keep up with my thing here. So
It assumes picks. No one would do 3 picks of a 3 trades of a pick.
so who are you taking?
So this is a Clipper pick.
I guess it's Parm. Is it Parm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clippers are government mandated to take a 25-year-old who sucks here.
They already took Kingston Flemings. They traded for Isaiah Stewart and Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, they traded Kawhi for why?
For bench players. Let's go. And this pick and a future first two.
This is I think where I draw the line and I say I need a little Kareem Lopez.
Let's go.
This is where I
what
think
is he
now,
good at?
Hey, he's
Not-
Mexican and he's from Mexico, right? And he's going to
Usman
play in LA.
Jang. He's
gonna love
Usman
him.
Jang. You take
Jang is terrible.
He's gonna go higher than this.
yeah, but you take Usman
because of
Jang
Ugo.
20th overall in the draft. Like, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things you just do.
Mexican Batum is gonna you're gonna rue the day.
Couldn't pass or shoot. Yeah, that's Lopez.
I just love that you're like, you just have to take Usman Jang with the 20th pick in the
It's
draft.
just a thing you do. Everyone does it every year. You know, Solid Bassi
Can
is
you
back.
scroll a little bit?
Yeah, we're scrolling. We're scrolling. Let's go.
Well,
I'm just saying. I've
in the draft.
I've said this before. In the 2023 draft, the Lakers made a fatal mistake. I hated the Jalen Hood Trifino pick. You had Jaime Jaquez, who's Mexican, on the board in LA, a good prospect. This would crush, dude. Come on. Anyway, continue.
I have the Lakers.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm the Kiwi man is calling you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will take the Jared Vanderbilt contract and you give me the 25th pick and you get Nick Claxton.
Ooh.
Now that is interesting. First, before I do that, I have to call the Dallas Mavericks. I have to call Masai Ujiri.
I am here.
He
has been revived. He's been revived in the hospital.
All right, he died because he can't have Yaxel.
We see Zuby's on the board, and he's like, "Let's go."
So there's a guy on your team who I know for a fact works well with Luka and can get us to the finals, and that's PJ Washington. So we want to give you this pick, the 25th pick, and Jared Vanderbilt and Dalton Connect, and the only second we have left for PJ Washington.
You know,
That's awful. Barb, you're fucking me over.
Throw me a little Chris Mannion on there. Throw a little Chris Mannion with it. Throw a little Chris Mannion on top.
I thought you were gonna at least say Adou Thiero.
No, G League legend Chris Mannion.
Wait,
it's me, Rob Pelinka.
No, I have the wrong one. No,
I will absolutely do that. Rob Pelinka, has never heard of that person, so he is going. He is absolutely going in this trade.
By the way, I just want to remind you that they hired Tony Bennett just to do draft stuff, and now they're not even going to draft anyone. Anyway, continue.
Don't need it.
When Paul Reed had his first great playoff game, me and Harrison were like, "Do you think Pelinka has heard of Paul Reed?" And we're like, "No way."
He has no clue who Paul Reed is, dude.
We were like, maybe he does now, 50-50. But before series, no way.
It's definitely a chance he got it on his Instagram feed while he was scrolling. He got some highlights.
The most famous member of 1995 Michigan's men's basketball team.
The most infamous, certainly. Parm, so you're doing this trade. It's PJ Washington, so this is going to be a Mavericks pick.
Bro,
I'm gonna make a choice.
Totally screwed me.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna make a decision. And then I'm gonna make a choice here.
Okay. All right, hold on.
Who is the longest tenured Dallas Maverick?
Dwight Powell.
Dwight
Is he
Powell.
still on the team?
A guy who has been almost good for 17 and a half straight years. I'm gonna drop Chris Sinak.
Somebody could start a Twitter account. Did Chris Sinak get hit in the face today?
By the way, Chris Sinak is absolutely a Masai Ujiri prospect.
He's such a Masai Ujiri guy. I actually think I believe in him significantly more than the consensus here. It seems.
What does he do?
That makes me feel worse about Chris Sinak.
I don't understand. Parb, you just took two guys back to back who I feel like don't do anything well.
Hold on. Chris Sinak and Lopez. Just tall, athletic, can rebound.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't turn the ball over.
Okay.
Doesn't turn the ball over because anytime it hits his hands, it's going up.
So Parm just traded the third best player on a finals team for Jared Vanderbilt and Chris Sinak.
Yeah, so we can learn from Marvin Bagley III. So Marvin and Dwight can teach him the ways, teach him how to be a role god in the NBA. You know, I'm not going to say Najee. We're not getting crazy aspirational here, but we're putting him with Daniel Gaff, you know?
Trill.
Putting him with Dwight.
Mm-hmm.
Will you take over as Denver for me for a second? At 26?
Absolutely. Yeah. We were trying to get off the Nikola Jokic contract, so I'm glad that you called.
The Kiwi is calling, and I will.
Biggest playoff dropper in the NBA. Anyway,
we'll take Najee's contract for you.
By the way, you have to specify. Not everyone's on Nets Twitter. The Kiwi is Sean Marks. Anyway, continue.
Right. Sorry. G'day, mate. I've had this job 11 years. No one knows how or why.
I don't know if I can do a New Zealand accent. I can do an Australian accent.
Yeah, I don't know that. Like I know it. Like when I hear it, whatever.
Sure. I'm sure Nick can do one. But
I've done one on the show.
I will. You give us 26 and Zeke Naji, and you get 33.
26 and so you take the Zeke Najee contract
to move up from 33 to 26.
All right, I just want to say,
actually, I think the trade makes so much
I watched one game of Zeke Najee this year when he played against the Sixers on Peacock.
That game was hilarious.
He might be the greatest player I've ever seen in my life. So it's really hard for me just to move on from him for nothing.
Sam Sheehan type beat.
But
right
we are looking at the board.
We're in apron hell.
Right. We have Charmeleon Aaron Gordon here and Koa Pete. We have
Charmeleon Aaron Gordon or Magikarp Aaron Gordon.
Probably a better reference point.
Yeah.
We are the calculator rat team. Alan Graves is on the board. Tyler Tanner went back to college, but he's also a calculator rat favorite. This is a pretty bad draw for me. I'm going to be honest. You know what? For the sake of the entertainment here, let's do it. And we'll trade this pick to the Nets. We'll get off the Zeke Najee contract. We need to get off that contract anyway.
Because we already traded it in it. We fake traded it.
We fake traded this pick already?
Yeah, in the then it's at 43. Just do that one.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
So remember I traded MPJ for the 11th pick and took back Jimmy Butler.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Green Goblin Mask is screaming to me, we will be taking Graves.
Let's go. Graves, you could not resist the calculator rat.
Last year they took 5 guards, all forwards. We're done with guards. Swain, Graves, Mara. We are creating a team of all front court players.
This is the calculator apex draft. This is going against everything that Sean Marks believes in.
Right, yeah, because these guys are productive and good at things. So he's like, I hate them. Give me guys who shoot 31% from 3, but shoot a lot of threes. That is all he wants.
All right, so this is did I fuck up this? The Celtics are not on the board, right? Or no, we didn't trade the pick.
No, yeah, Sam tried to trade it.
I tried to get Cam Carr, but I wasn't able to pull it off.
Yeah, reverse another Thibault situation.
Yeah, what Sam was trying to do with Sam Hauser, I was expecting to do with Chet Holmgren, of just trying to trade him over and over again.
Scroll down. Keep scrolling.
So you have equal players.
Pete, 3 players who aren't.
Oh no, I know who I'm taking. I want to see how far we go until we get to him.
Oh, Bruce Thornton, baby.
Okay, stop. So
Hairband?
we're taking. No. We're taking Luigi Swigo, a guy I believe in. I love him. And he's never done anything wrong.
Yeah. He's an Italian Serbian, dangerous combo.
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
Right. We're going international.
Him and Luka Garza, baby.
This is the Celtics are now turning into the Wizards. This is
You're just trying to sell jerseys?
Yeah, we're just trying to sell jerseys at this point. We now have cheap owners. The golden years of Wick owning the team are over.
The Knicks have overtaken the Celtics as the new evil Eastern Conference team.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Celtics have had success with 7-foot Euros who shoot threes.
I've always loved them.
I was gonna say 7 foot. Yeah, as
As
long as he doesn't get an autoimmune disease, you're good. Yeah.
Someone just shot a video of MSG. Fucking no one is in their seats yet. Like I know there's still like another 40.
Great. It's the lines are like massive. This is the biggest.
It's gonna be half empty at tip off.
Dude, there's people who's paid like I'm not kidding like $28,000 for this and like are not.
If you can afford that ticket, I don't feel bad for you because let's be honest, a good chunk of those people voted for Trump. I don't.
Yeah,
that's
what it's people who are like a little too rich.
Like I'm sorry, if you can fucking afford that.
The biggest Trump haters in New York make like $200,000-$300,000 a year. These people make like $3 million a year.
These are hedge fund managers. Yeah. This is what you get.
These aren't the attorneys. These are the guys who are the partners at the firms. Like
the security lines will not run on time under fascism. So now
I like how we were pretty boring for the first few picks, and then we just started trading every fucking pick in the 20s. The 21st pick I traded like 6 times.
We went chalk, but then we went shams mode. All right, so this is the 28th pick. 28th pick, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
It's Parm, baby.
Demon Tim Conley. By the way,
my last opportunity. This is my last opportunity to just name a guy. I can't do it. I can't justify taking him 28th overall. Northwestern's Nick Martinelli.
Does he even show up on the thing?
No, we're getting
printing middies all day long, putting up 23 points a game.
I'm still scrolling trying to find his name, by the way. Hold on.
He was in the like.
I like
Still
Gillespie on Tennessee. He's
Combine.
good.
He was in like the G League. Everyone's going back to college combine, but he's like a million. Like he's 22. So it's
Hold
just
on.
like not gonna happen.
Caden Boozer is on here before him. Hold on, 78.
Yeah.
Dash Daniels, Dyson Daniels'
TikToker?
shitty brother. I don't even think he's on the board.
Bro,
Yeah.
like most of these
He's, like,
guys have
gonna-
gone
he's
back to
gonna
school.
Put up like bookmark this in February of next year. You will have seen at least one, if not two, G League highlight videos of Nick Martinelli just printing middies and just like going fucking stupid for the Fort Wayne match. Like it's just gonna happen.
What is he a power forward?
He's like a small forward, power forward.
I literally can't
Like,
find him.
He plays like
I didn't even know there were this many names on the thing.
Dude, Tahad Pettiford, who was a second round pick last year, went back and fucked up his stock, is at 153, and we have not gotten to this Nick Martinelli. I've heard his name before. I'm kind of surprised I'm still scrolling. Oh my God, he's not on the board.
That's crazy.
Wow, disrespect.
Wait,
Oh,
no,
no, there he
you
is,
just
there he
went
is,
by
there
him.
he
Yeah,
He
yeah,
is
135.
135.
We're drafting
Nice.
him.
It's like
We
the
were
NFL draft.
disrespecting him. Yeah.
They don't even have a picture.
Congratulations to the Wolves. You got a demon.
I would also at like the guys at this pick were like him, Alex Caravan. I
Sure.
love that. Listen, can I just say something about Alex Caravan? People
Absolutely.
are so fucking mean to Alex Caravan. They took Doug McDermott 8th overall like 15 years ago, and it's sinful that Alex Caravan's in the first round. Come on.
I mean, if you're in the 28th pick of the draft,
NBA for like almost like 15 years.
he'll be a nice eighth man.
Yeah, he is Doug McBucket. That's like that's his game.
I was gonna say we get a
him,
Dalton Connect Doug
Richie
McBucket.
Saunders and Ryan Conwell. Like those.
You know
are
how
like,
in these big trades,
Mhm.
like the Mavs got like the Clippers 2028 second round
Sure.
pick in the Luka trade.
Yeah.
And you're always like, why is that? Like really they were like, we want to
You're
trade Luka
negotiating that
Doncic,
much?
but we can't do it without the 2028 Clippers second. It's because all the GMs are like Parm. They're like, I can't do it unless you throw in this end of bench guy who no one has fucking heard of.
You got to draft Nick Martinelli at 28 in a few years.
This podcast is going to be the last time I ever hear the name Nick Martinelli.
I promise you're gonna see him in like on the G League Twitter page, and it's gonna be like him putting up like Mac McClung stat lines, and then you're like, why isn't he in the NBA? And it's like because he's giving up 70 points on the defensive end.
Incredible. By the way, I do just want to. I'm sweating a little bit. Last year, my big shot was no one named Bogeljub could ever be good. He's kind of crushing in the G League, or I'm sorry, in the Euro League right now. I think he was like, I don't even know if he's at like the top of it right now, but he had like a great season, and I'm sweating that because he's going to come over for the Bucks after they trade Giannis, and if he's good, I'm dead. Dredd will have owned me. And Bogeljub will be a real guy, and I will look like I have egg all over my face.
This is this is an old Ball quote. I think it was about Grant Riller on the Hornets, played like 10 games or something.
Demon.
And it was his mom didn't know that he was in the NBA.
First off, I talked about LeBaron Philon is basically the Allen Iverson of Grant Rillers. So like I think
Those
that's
are words that have never been said in that order and will never be said again in that order.
That's why dude, actually, if there's anyone that's Grant Riller coded in this draft, it's probably Bruce Thornton. But they all hold a special place. Any bucket getting guard that will probably
the Trey Burke Memorial.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, me and Will talked about this off the air. The league failed Trey Burke, and it's Darius Acuff's job to make sure that he gets revenge for doing away with the
every year.
mid-range
Trill has to
mastery
stay on one terrible guard in honor of Trey Burke.
every single year. I even couldn't go that far with Rob Dillingham, although I did put Devin Carter and Reed Shepard toward the top of my board. 1 and 2, I think, if I remember correctly. That's not a shining moment for me. But if there is anyone in this draft that becomes an all-star, I would be over the moon if LeBaron Philon at 175 pounds could be an all-star in 2026. Anyway, Cleveland Cavaliers 29th pick.
It's Nick. Trill, look what I DM'd you.
Okay. Nick, you are up on the board. The Cleveland Cavaliers, by the way, keep in mind, you do not have Demon Gansey anymore. He is now running the Sixers, so you're probably going to fuck up this pick because he's one of the greatest minds we've ever seen in the sport of basketball today. When they asked him what upgrades the Sixers needed, he said we needed guards and bigs, which I'm not sure about that one, but I like that he's thinking of positions. So
he's a Presti disciple. He's never heard of wings before.
Yeah,
the Cavs have never heard of wings before. Now we know why the Cavs have no wings. It's because
they had eight guards and 4 bigs and a single forward.
Mm-hmm. The Cavs front office is like when you give someone who's colorblind special glasses so they can see red for the first time. We're like seeing wing prospects for the first time ever.
You see Cole Pete, and you're like, I
actually kind of like Cole Pete on Cleveland.
Wouldn't hate it with James Harden.
That's a good fit for him.
Yeah, sure. So who are you going for here? You got 1 pick left, Nick. You got to make it count.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do. And you know what? We don't need a Bible study in Cleveland, so we're not going to take Koa Pete. We are going to do. Give me Sergio De La Rhea.
Let's go. Wow.
Give me Sergio De La Rhea.
Oh,
point guard, foreign guy.
All right, another guard. I'm so glad that you got another guard for the Cavs. It's just what they need.
Well, because we're going to trade Donovan Mitchell this offseason.
Sure,
he's going to force his way out.
Of course, you need to free up some minutes for Sergio.
Yeah,
James Harden's going to teach. Already, so
James Harden's going to teach Sergio how to win. All right, that's what's going to happen.
Career winner, baby.
I am the Mavericks assistant GM. I have locked Masai Ujiri in a closet. And we will be drafting Isaiah Evans. He is disgusted that I have taken a guard who can shoot.
Hold on, but you already took Keaton Wagler. Are you sure that?
Did? Oh,
yeah.
Damn it, Parm.
But also, I mean, he's a
who
guard.
Did you take?
Who did you picks? Like
that's big.
Guy.
Who did you take with the Mavs pick last time that I forgot? I fucked up the trade.
No, that was a Clippers pick.
Oh, the Clippers were the ones who. Wait, what?
Yeah, we could take both because Isaiah Evans is more off.
Didn't you trade PJ Washington for the Lakers pick?
Yeah, you have Chris Sinak on your team.
You got Isaiah
Washington for the 2 worst players in the NBA, Jared Vanderbilt and Chris Sinak.
And Dalton Connect, by the way, he was also in that trade.
You should have to attach a second to get off the contract.
Okay, so you're taking Isaiah Evans?
Yeah.
Okay. No Cole Pete. You're gonna say no Cole Pete for Masai?
Well, we already have Cooper Flagg. So what if we got a Cooper Flagg who was 60 years old?
Why are you saying that Cole Pete's 60 years old?
Because I'm saying like if Cooper Flagg was 60, he'd play like Cole Pete.
Oh, fair. Yeah, that is fair. He is very rec YMCA pilled. All right. Isaiah Evans, 30th pick.
Second round, everybody. We're only two hours and 3 minutes in.
I was gonna say before we get out of here, I've been getting tagged by a lot of people. I've been being sent a lot of posts. None better than the one that Will sent me of Shams Charania. April 30th, 2011. Donald Trump is not amused at the Correspondents' Dinner. That is literally the ground zero of everything that is fucked up with this country. And now speaking of things that are fucked up with this country, the New York Knicks are about to win the NBA Finals, and Donald Trump, in his second term,
dude,
Sam, your tweet earlier was literally a perfect encapsulation of the dystopian times that we live in.
He was a junior in high school when he sent that tweet. He had just
little
turned
did
17.
he know. Sam, read your tweet from earlier, Sam. I need the people to hear the exact wording.
The Adam Friedland one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the exact wording on this was
from 2017, I believe.
Yeah. I said if I was going to go back in time,
Sam's been tweeting the whole show, so he has to scroll through his timeline.
I do. I also tweeted quite a bit.
I will never forget getting a notification from Sam on Twitter during a stream both of us were on.
I had to scroll back 12 hours, and I had all of my other ones. I'm going back in time to 2018 and telling myself that I'm listening to Adam Friedland on Bill Simmons during Trump's Grover Cleveland second term, right before the Knicks win the title.
Incredible
This
times
is-
that we live in.
This is what it takes for the
And the
Knicks
Knicks
to win
is
the
the least
title.
believable part. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It is so crazy that we had Donald Trump as president, and then everyone was like, "Yeah, sure, let's do it again."
I always say like the normie lib in me is always just like it feels so normal this time around.
Yeah,
He's just going to the finals tonight. Like
It's
I
called
don't know.
hyper normalization. Oh,
I feel like
God.
it's the opposite. I felt like it felt more normal the first time around, and that's what everyone
They
was kind of
acted more
banking on.
normal, but I feel
Yeah,
like
and that's
people's
the thing is
reaction
like
was more
they
normal.
went full freak mode this time, and
I think the administration was definitely more normal last time, but I think people's
know.
reaction to it was that
I
it
think
was more normal.
I think once you realize that everyone and everything is Connor O'Malley, that it starts to make a lot more sense that Donald Trump is our second.
look at those
second
last
term
4
president.
picks of the first round.
This is beautiful.
demon. That's demon hours right there.
Luigi, Nick Martinelli, Sergio Delo. Most of the picks, I will say, were pretty normal. It was really just the trades that kind of popped off.
Traded the 21st pick like 4 times.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, baby. Thank you, thank you for
the room.
Swain, Graves, and Mara is going to be a movie. 3rd in defense, 29th in offense.
I love how every year we're always trying to get unhinged here, and Will's just building a good Nets team that will never exist.
That's the unhinged part, is that the Nets would be well run.
That's the most surreal part of all of this.
Yeah. What if the Nets were good? What if crime was funny? Joker.
What if they were competent? Parm, what you wanted to pull the room real quick before we got out of here?
Yeah, because I there was a lot of commentary about Kareem Lopez, Chris Sinak, things of that nature, guys who are like having a tough time on the draft Twitter. But a name I did not hear the entire show, Henry Wieser.
Yeah,
Who I think this is
he's gonna go in the first round.
And now people can go back 2 years ago when I said this about Derek Lively II, and I was incredibly wrong. He ended up being a very good basketball player.
His body just failed him.
I watched 5 or 6 UNC games this year to watch Caleb Wilson. Henry Wieser might actually legitimately be the single worst basketball player I've ever watched.
You just drafted Chris
actually
And Kareem Lopez.
Hold on. Henry
You took
Wieser.
Nick Martinelli, 29th overall.
Any Prince Middies. What does Henry Wieser do? Just make Caleb Wilson's life so much harder.
By the way, they were better
like
with him
being
on the court
attaching-
without Caleb Wilson. I just want to point that out. Many are saying that Caleb Wilson is a VSAR merchant.
Okay, hold on. I have to look. I have to make sure. I have to get this fact exactly right.
Okay.
So Vesar scored 25 points.
He got buckets down the stretch.
He scored at least 18 points 15 times this season. 18 points was Senek's career high.
Wow. Let's go.
You're not drafting him for putting up buckets. You're drafting him for the theoretical.
You're
basketball
drafting
skills.
him to shoot it and then miss, and then be like, "What if he went? When if they went in though?"
Well, what is the new normal in the NBA? Offensive rebounding. What if you just miss every shot and rebound? This is the Houston Rockets
so
whole
many
team build.
chances for offense.
Literally, the Houston Rockets have built an entire team out of this. And
If
so
I didn't
drafted
get
Chris
PJ
Sinak.
Washington, if I didn't get PJ Washington for the Lakers, I probably would have taken Vesar.
Dude,
I don't hate
I'd be
I don't
so
hate the
mad
bet,
at
but I'm not. I was gonna say I don't hate the bet on him at the end of the first, just because if he can actually shoot, which I'm a little bit skeptical of, he's probably an NBA player. But
He's so lost on every single pick and roll.
I think his shot is fake.
I think so too.
60% at the line.
I think so too. But someone sent his shot chart in, and he was good on long middies, and he was good
It
on
looks
above the
pretty
break
good.
threes.
I think he might be a shooter, but I feel like
Big-
people are banking on it too much.
Bigs are weird. Sometimes bigs just suck at free throw shooting and shooting in general, and then they just become good. It's not
they're
like
very
wings and
mechanical.
guards.
Yeah.
It's not like and also like you're not depending on this guy to shoot 15 threes in a game. You're just like, when you're wide open, can you make a three, Brook Lopez style? And Brook Lopez became kind of the best version of that. But yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining us. another year in the books. The Unhinged Mock Draft, probably my favorite podcast that we do. So anything else anyone wants to say before we get out of here? Thanks everyone for joining.
Who do you think won the draft?
I mean, objectively, I would probably say Will won the draft just because he actually drafted good players at basically every spot. But from an entertainment standpoint, Parm takes the cake every single year.
Parm always wins the draft.
Yeah, unfortunately, Parm is the star of the Unhinged
Trading
Mock Draft.
21-year-old Cade was still his apex mountain, though.
What?
Hold on, can we recap? Is there any other moments, Nick, that you wanted to shout out that we didn't get to from Unhinged Mock Drafts in the past?
Yeah, because I listened to them over the past couple days. In 2024, Portland ended up with Risa Shea, Eves Missy, and Dayron Holmes, and Sam called it an A+ draft.
Let's go.
He
Hey,
said
Eves
he
Missy
loved the
and
draft.
I saw a calculator rat posting about the next Al Horford and Dayron Holmes because he played like 15 games this year and had some good under the hood stats.
Didn't you trade did you trade OG Anunoby for Amen Thompson on one of
Yeah,
them?
that was the trade. It was Sam was the Rockets and got OG Anunoby. I was the Raptors
That's a
and got
terrible
Ahmed Thompson.
trade for the Rockets.
So hold on. Is it? Because just think about it like this. I actually, in retro, because keep in mind, this was during the 2023 Unhinged Draft.
Yeah.
So we didn't know what Amen Thompson was going to become. I liked Amen Thompson.
Şengün was their best prospect by far at that point. Jabari's rookie year sucked.
But here's what I'm saying. Sam got the player that like everyone wanted. They ended up getting RJ Barrett and OG Anunoby. So, RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly. So obviously getting Amen Thompson is really bad. But OG Anunoby is like a high level starter on a finals team right now. Obviously, we know what we know about the Rockets, but at the time, I don't think it's
I
really
went back
that
and
insane.
listened to Bill's podcast after the OG RJ trade, and he absolutely cooked. Like the other guy's like, oh, it's just so fun for both teams. And Bill is like, yeah, I kind of hate this for the Raptors.
I was wrong with that.
And
Sam
he
was
nailed
right.
it because he's like, yeah, I don't really like RJ. And quickly is like Jordan Poole, where he's too good to be your sixth man, but you don't want to pay him and have him be your lead guard. So the Knicks not paying him is really good. He nailed it.
Yeah, Sam and Bill cooked me on that one. I was like, I think quickly might have more upside. Maybe RJ's just on a different team. And then it was just like, oh no, OG.
I looked it up.
Better than all
I can
these
picture
guys.
that. So when I made, I did a thing with, and then let's just say I was medically altered, so I was very focused for a long period of time. And I wrote like a 2,000-word essay on r/NBA discussion about how the Knicks are a contender hiding in plain sight, and RJ Barrett is the worst player in the NBA, and he's
I remember that.
And they were like 29 and 27 when I made the post. And since they salary dumped RJ Barrett, they have the third best winning percentage in the NBA and the second most playoff wins in the NBA. And
they're about
be
to win the
first.
finals.
Yeah, and they will be in first if they win this series.
And if they don't play the Indiana Pacers, they win every single series.
Exactly, and it's all because they salary dumped RJ. It's not Towns, it's not OG, it's none of that.
It's not turning RJ Barrett into one of the best role players in recent memory.
It's just that they got rid of RJ Barrett. That's how bad he was.
That's it. None of the other upgrades they made matter. All right. Once again, is there anything else?
Yeah, I had just two more to get people to listen to the previous Unhinged mocks.
They're really funny.
The first thing is last year, Sam thinking that Dylan Harper sucks ass and like is refusing to take him in the top of the draft. That was extremely funny to listen to. And then in 2024, Trill refusing to include Ricky Council in a Lowry Markkanen trade.
I do it again.
Dude, Ricky Council is so special.
Ricky Council is literally kind of my basketball ideal. Like, other than the Hooper small guards, Ricky Council, Paul Reed, those are my kind of players. Tari Eason, that's my kind of guy. So you can pry Ricky Council from my dead hands.
My basketball ideal is throwing up on stage with Jim Jones and playing in the Filipino League. If that makes anyone question my draft decisions.
Anyway, can you see the picture that I put in the studio? It says
yes.
Yeah. That is at the Meadowlands at a New Jersey Nets game in 2007.
This is why he's rejected them for the Knicks. They left the beautiful state of New Jersey.
Love Jersey. Love me, Jason Kidd. Vince Carter, terrific player. Terrific.
We love.
Richard
He jumped
Jefferson
out of the gym.
Jaeger Tillman. Jaeger. He's gonna save the Nets.
He knows
shot
my
he'd say
friend
it right.
Vladimir Putin.